And yo, dudes. Guys, we're here Sunday morning, bright and early. Neutral start going off right now. I like today they call the neutral start depart fictif. So I'm assuming that's en français for the fictional start, maybe something like that. Gonna get the YouTube channel chat going here on my end anyways. I know you guys are just chatting up a storm there in the channel itself, dudes. Yeah, here we go. Let's turn this down now. And bingo bongo, we're in it. We are in the pipe, 5x5 as we speak, guys. Brutally hot day out there. Looks like it kind of starts hot and starts cooling down later in the race. I think we start at 38 degrees Celsius, and by the end, we're going to be at 32. Dude, watching the finish from yesterday, that finish by Tim Merlier, yeah. Dude, he was back in like 10th wheel when they crossed up, when they took that final 90 degrees. Mathieu van der Poel pulling so hard. Estana out of it. Pavel Bittner out of it. Tim Merlier just comes rocketing up the left-hand side. Jasper Philipsen looking like he's standing still. Binyam on Merlier's wheel. I think it was all of like a momentum game there. Did see an image this morning from a fan. It was a little bit of video. Jasper kind of did a little bit of a throw of the bike afterwards at the tour bus, the team bus. So let me just get situated here, guys. Today, stage 9, Melmort to Ussel. Got it down to 154.6. So last night I heard they shortened it by 90, and I was kind of raging before I went to sleep last night. Actually, it was a weird one. I fell asleep early. It was a super busy day. Kind of hot here, guys. 26C, but I'm not a pro athlete. I'm also old as the hills. Yeah, I read last night that they shortened it by 90 kilometers. I'm like, are you kidding me? 30 kilometers is what they shortened it by. Today's stage is 154 kilometers, hilly categorization, and 3,300 meters of climbing. So it's no joke. I want to do this every day now if I can remember this. Here's our sporting stakes. Now, with the shortening of the profile due to the heat, I think what they forgot to do was maybe move that sprint point. Basically, with the sprint point being only 12 kilometers into the race. Let's see if we can see that. The sprint point is immediately at the start today. 12 kilometers in, 13, 14, maybe 13. These guys are going to be hammering uphill all the way at the hottest point of the day. Here's our weather forecast. At the start, 38 degrees. At the finish, 34 degrees. Or near the finish, 34 degrees. Actually, it's probably going to heat up, get warmer at the end as we drop back down. But yeah, so maybe the sprint point could have been out here somewhere if you're worried about the rider's health and whatnot. That's where we're at, guys. Yeah, you can see it here as well on the Tour de France website itself. We've got the sprint point coming up immediately. It's going to force everyone to ride extremely hard at the beginning at the hottest point of the day. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Chat's already just blowing up in my face. Gadoosh, if you know what I'm saying, guys. Yeah, beer, music talks. We can talk wines today if you guys want. Let's get it. Dudes, I had such a great chat yesterday with you guys. Aaron, is this our first stage shortening since Vuelta 2025? Grand Tour level? Yes, nothing was shortened at the Giro. We had 2 stages. I think that one stage at La Vuelta was shortened by protesters, was shortened by maybe 3, 4, 5 kilometers. Pidcock, you know, he wanted the win on that stage. He was with Jonas all the way to the finish. They stopped it 3 or 4K from the finish. Jonas scrambled away to safety into a team car. Pidcock kept riding. He's like, screw this. I'm going all the way. I don't care. Probably would have won that stage too. And then the finale, stage 21, was shortened, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 kilometers. Like complete shutdown. Hot tour summer in all cities. Yeah, Jeff, I noticed they did a proper lead out. Yeah, you've got one of the fastest guys in the world, Mathieu van der Poel, doing your lead out, and the man simply did not have the power. Actually, and afterwards too, they talked to one of the DSs. I don't know who it was. Guys, we're still 2.8 kilometers to go in the depart. To the depart the real depart. He said, yeah, everything was set up great. And this is his key word at the end. And I'm paraphrasing. Jasper simply did not have the power. Long pause. Again. He threw that again in there like a total dick maneuver. That means you're ticked off about it, right? When you say that, instead of saying, there's two different ways to say it. Yeah, Jasper simply just didn't have the power today. Or Jasper simply didn't have the power again. Dude, it's kind of like a quick little slap. Backhanded comment, I guess. Sprint points like start finishes are paid for by local mayors. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. This sprint point would have already been paid for. Good point, David. I'm just kind of bringing up the point here that they're worried about the heat, blah, blah, blah. But it's going to be a really wicked start now for any of the sprinters, any of the guys that want to snag some points here. But having said that too, shorten it by 30K, that's probably fine. That's pretty fun. I was like, okay, if we're doing 90K, I'm ticked off. A lot of sticky bottles and ice packs today coming up. Hemingway, like a drink called Death in the Afternoon, seems like a good one for today. Absinthe, rinse with champagne, Jacques Anquetil approved. I like that. Hopefully not a crash fest at the first sprint. Dudes, we were talking in the chat today, now that I'm here live with you guys. I mentioned, so we're not even sure up there yet. You're a rider here at the Tour de France, and you've got a legit chance of winning a stage like this. Do you go for all-out Tour glory? You're on like maybe a lesser team. I hate even saying that. You're not on UAE or Visma. And Tour glory, you win the stage. It's my hypothetical question. You get to win the stage today by shattering yourself into a million pieces, but you can't finish the Tour. What do you do? I go for it. I go for it. Tour glory, free meals, free drinks for the rest of my life anywhere in France. Over here in Canada, they wouldn't even notice it. Oh, you're a pro cyclist? What does that mean? That's what they say over here. They wouldn't even care. Heading from the south, you guys, generally going in a northeasterly direction up to Ussel today. We got 4 categorized climbs out on course 2. Back to the sporting stakes here. Category 3, you get 2 points. The category 2, the Souk d'Emé, 5, 3, 2, and 1 points. So there will be a bit of a fight for that too. And again, there is still 3,300 meters of climbing, which is a lot. Green jersey at the finish gets 30 points today. There is time bonifications. They'll go to the sprinters or the breakaway. Let's get it on, Shaka Khan. We are in the pipe, 5x5. Let's frickin' hit it. Dudes, I love it. It's going to be an absolute ring-a-ding-dong dandy out there today. A malfunction at the junction, as we say here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at Stampede Wrestling, aka from Ed Whalen, Mr. Eddie Whalen. Back in the day, sports broadcaster here in Calgary. That was his famous saying. There's going to be a ring-a-ding-dong dandy. Dudes, we're off. We got under 1 kilometer to go here till the start. And I'm preparing for a rocket launch. Preparing for an absolute rocket launch. Let's get a gander on the camera. Ooh, check this out. This geology here. Wow, vertical dikes. Wow, they even got walkways through here. I'd love to know more about this. You can see like 4 of them. Like that. Oh, and they got tunnels and caves going through them. How cool is that? Where is this? Okay, I need a name to flash up on screen here. Resistant rock that's in a vertical formation. Could have been due to, tectonic activity. Could have been tilted at some point. They could be dikes as well, though. A dike versus a sill. It's basically an intrusive rock that gets pushed through in a certain direction. Yeah, it's best. No, it looks like they've probably been. It's hard to tell from here. I can't tell, guys. I'm not a real geologist anymore. Okay. Don saying, in the cycling world, 1 Grand Tour stage win equals bike shop cred, training camps, bragging rights forever. Dude, Dave's got it. Stu Hart's dungeon's still open. Yeah. Dude, I don't even know if it is anymore. I should read some good wrestling stories. Rail, hello. Looks like the stage was shortened for the Peloton. It will be hell on earth today, especially as the tarmac likes to be sticky in this part of the world. Yeah, guys, and I was just looking at this morning when I saw it was shortened last night. I raged for a little bit. Almost at the start point now. Skelmos on the front here with McNuggets. Magnus Court lurking as well. Now, Court's got a nice stash on him. I gotta say that. As a dude, you got a nice stash, dude. I would never have a mustache, though. It's a little, yeah, whatever. It's a little 2020s, if you get my drift. Just not for me. Charles Todd Sullivan present. Who here in the chat has a mustache? I'd like to know that. Good morning, everyone from Charles Todd. Yeah, they chopped off 30K. Looks like John Degenkolb just getting to the back here. Oh, dude, Ron Dalton. It's going to be a slobber knocker. That's totally something out of some small state-run wrestling league where you're from, Ron. I know it is. Jose Balaki knows about the sticky surface exactly. Dude, flag drops, no one goes. Flag drops, no one goes. What are we doing here today, guys? Is anyone racing? This is the least combative start I've seen in... There we go. There we go. One rider decides to light it up. Lighter color jersey, second Kaharual, always. Always Kaharual is always there. Kofidis rider jumps as well. So it's a Pinarello with Q36.5 out of Kaharual, and Kofidis going already. Surprised they even waited that. They probably waited 500-600 meters before they went. So got 3 dudes up the road here. Guys, it's Tour Glory. Groupama FDJ going. Are we going? Looking back the whole time. Okay, they're letting me go. I'm going. This is probably going to be controlled by Lidl Trek at the front for the first little bit here. Mads Pedersen's going to want those points. They kind of slowly pull back that Groupama rider. He's pulled back already. Sprint points, 13.3 kilometers from here. Yeah, flag down, nobody goes. Okay, there's another rider jumping now. Looks like an EF rider from this distance. It is an EF rider. Rail, a little bit saddened as the first loop around Brive-la-Gaillarde had some nice chateaus. A slobber knocker. Sorry, no facial for me. It's more about it that I can't than I won't. I can't really either. I think I had a little bit of a goat and a little stash when I was a lot younger. Yeah, I looked super cheesy. I looked really greasy. Quinton Hermans, he's the dude off the front here for Pinarello, was with Alpecin de Koenig last year. I think there's a couple of guys on Q36.5 that came. Well, yeah, he's one. Who's the other dude that I found on another team this year from Alpecin? Just transfers. Okay, the break was about 8 or 9 riders. Peloton quickly pulls them back here. Yeah, there's going to be this going on the whole time. Now they're like, nah, we're not playing this game. Actually, there are 3 still out front. There's a secondary group trying to go. It's Kirsch again. Kofidis rider that was in the breakaway. Let's take a look at that dude right here. Kirsch for Kofidis. It's probably been their most active rider. Alex Kirsch, Luxembourger. He was in the break on stage 4, the Carcassonne to Foix stage, 139 kilometers in the break. Finished 24th on the stage, in the break again. Quinton Hermans is there trying to get an eyeball on who this Kaharual rider is. Oh, it says right here, Stefano Aldani is the rider in the break here. He's 28 years old from Milan. An Italian. Drew only shaves. Drew, shave every day. I shave every day. Races on like Shaka Khan. Okay. Don's saying, even my sideburns don't grow in right. Oh, yeah. Some guys just rock the facial hair. Yeah. Certain guys have it. Other people can't grow anything. I tried the mustache once. Was told by the wife to shave it immediately. I complied. Yeah. Either they love it or they hate it. Guys, you'll find a lot of dudes out there. Dudes, think about this. Beards, they kind of mask how you really look. Shave the beard off and it's like, holy crap, that guy is not as rugged looking as I thought he was. He's got like the tiny jawline. Maybe he's got like a bad overbite. It's all hidden. I've seen pictures of this. When they shave dudes' beards off and they show a side profile, they're like, oh. I've seen the videos online where Dads will shave off their beards and then their kids see it and they start bawling their eyes out. So that was Steinhauser for EF trying to get out there. I think they've gotten him back. Saying 8 seconds. Oh, Steinhauser is by himself. 3 riders up front. Is Steinhauser by himself? Yeah, it says he's still out there by himself. I'm going to jump to this one here. Chasing group, which would be Steinhauser and Ewan Kostu for Groupama FDJ. So, yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting here. I thought it would have been a bit more dramatic at the front. Teams that haven't done as much this race, Q36.5, Cofidis. Today's a day for them. Today could be a big day for them. Tour the pin map, guys. We still don't have one person from France. I need someone from this part of the world. We're in this part of the world. Actually, I just saw it there. This is where the start point was. This Brive-la-Gaillarde. That's where we're starting today, guys. And this is always hot in this part of the world. So in my rage last night, I'm like, it's always freaking hot here. Always freaking hot here. I pulled up a list of extreme temperatures in France in July. It's the hottest month of the year. Like most places. Team Car Radio here coming through. Let's see what they're going to say. Okay, it disappeared. Oh, here we go. NSN. So all the pressure's on Trek. Yes, we know that. Let them control. Let them dictate how they want this first part of the race to go. We just keep our eyes on Pedersen. I was going to guess Mads right away. I could have almost forecast that one. Yeah, it's always hot in this part of the world. Where are we exactly? Oh, I was looking over there. Yeah, that's where we started today. Right dead center of the screen, guys. That's where we would have started today. They've taken off 30 kilometers of the front end, meaning the sprint point is a lot closer. And on the front, I think we got Skelmos and Quinn Simmons for Trek. Mads Pedersen, Vashik, 4 Trek riders pushing the front here. They're going to have to pull back the 5 riders up the road right now. Yep, so we got 5 up the road, Kirsch, Hermans, Oldani in the front group, 12 seconds behind them, Steinhauser and Kostu. Peloton sitting at 26 seconds with Trek pulling. Quinn looks really sharp today. He's got the white shorts on with the stars and stripes. Man, looks magnificent. USA, USA. 2 guys chasing. They're about to tag on to these guys. Trek's going to have to be working extremely hard now, and it's going to be false flatty uphill, guys. False flatty uphill all the way. Wrestling. Good old wrestling. Dudes, I used to watch it all the time. As a kid, I grew up watching. There was a league out of Vancouver, and right after, it would be like 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. Remember, you couldn't watch it on demand. And then at 2 o'clock, Stampede Wrestling would come on. Stampede Wrestling, okay, outside of the WWE, WWF, and the other ones, whatever it's called, WCW, Stampede Wrestling is probably one of the most important feeder leagues ever. All the dudes came through there. The majority of the big names that you know came through Stampede Wrestling in Calgary, Alberta. It filmed on a Friday night and they showed it the next day. All, set up by Stu Hart. Dave earlier mentioned Stu Hart's Dungeon. The Harts had a house. It was kind of isolated back in the day on the west side of Calgary. There are other houses around, but they had the Dungeon where young wrestlers would come and Stu Hart would basically torture them in that dungeon. Show them what wrestling was all about. Where people talk about how fake wrestling is. Yeah, okay, it's fake but not fake. When you're flying through the air. Dudes, who here is going to go up a 18-foot ladder and jump onto even a bed mattress? I'm not doing that. They're jumping onto tables. Yeah, foldable tables with a mat underneath. They're constantly getting hurt, those guys. Like, they're destroyed. If you've ever seen any of them after they retire, they're all crippled. They can barely move. All staged, all choreographed, but injuries are real. Yeah, Lidl Trek is going to have to pull hard. 7 kilometers to the sprint finish. Intermediate sprint today. I guess the one thing here, they'll be sitting there watching too. I think Lidl Trek's job here now is we're just going to control the front and make sure no other sprinters go. Let these 5 guys up the road get the points. Why don't we take a look at the points? That's our first important thing today. Pedersen is 228 over Tim Merlier. Ooh, it's come down. Merlier's won the sprint the last 2 days. Now, obviously, Kirsch is going away by himself here. Kirsch going away. It looks like Steinhauser wants to join him. Yeah, he's thinking about it. Peloton's right around the corner here. They're going to snag these guys back right away. 6.5K to go to that sprint point. I guess I was thinking at first, Lidl's just going to watch, let the points vanish to these 5 guys. I think Trek wants the points. Probably thinking Merlier's going to win on another flat stage later in the race. We need to get any points we can right now. So Mads is going to win intermediate sprints, long range attack sprints. Merlier will win the pure absolute wattage sprints. Gonna bounce here. Catch up with the chat. Oh, Miami Vice, we all wanted the 5 o'clock shadow. Yes. Pink pants, with a t-shirt underneath, those white shoes with no socks. Never been a shoes with no socks, guys. Guys, come on, wake up. Lidl Trek radio. Guys, wake up. Be in the front. So this is a bit older. That's why 4 or 5 Trek riders moved to the front. 1, 2, 3. I can see them now. So they're gonna pull him back right away. Got Michael Storer out the back. He was struggling in a big gear there. Not really sure what happened to him there. Oh, there might have been a touch of wheels. Yeah, touch of wheels. I think, oh, there was some CX action on the side of the road. Is that what someone said earlier? I saw someone mention CX action. Jeff, does anyone else prefer an all mechanical drivetrain or am I just a dinosaur? Jeff, I have Di2 on my Cervelo. I absolutely love it. I have mechanical on my training bike. I have mechanical on my TT bike. I love it. A really well set up mechanical can shift quicker from top to bottom than Di2 can. It's just it's so fast. Di2 is click, 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 click. Each step you have to click. Okay, Nit's here from India, northern parts of India, from Delhi. And I gotta keep moving on. Guess there's some nice waterfalls around here too. Collons les Rouges. Yeah, dude, so always hot in France, this part of the world here. So guys, I did pull this up yesterday. Best thing I could find was a Wikipedia for this. List of extreme temperatures in France. Now, of course, I didn't say extreme temperatures in this part of the world, but these temperatures, if you look closely, they're all from southern France, southeast, southwest corner. So it looks like in 2019, you can see we got a bunch of records broken there. 2019, there was a considerable heat wave in the area here, a bunch of records broken. But I bet you most people have forgotten about that already. All we hear right now is the hottest temperatures ever recorded is 2026. Now, actually, they were in 2019. Actually, 2019. Let's just remember that. I hate when people do that. The hottest temperatures ever. Yeah, this year, but not in 2019. But yeah, 2026, no doubt, I will say as well, was very hot, is very hot. 44.3 degrees Celsius in Pisos lands. But guys, way back in 2003, there was a ton of hot stuff. The Gard is very hot. The Gard Provence, Gard Department. Hero is another one that's very hot. You'll see these, Var, Gard. Here's Hero again, Var, Gard, Hero again, Var, Var. These are the hot spots in France. Montpellier, at the airport, 2019. So 2019 in late June was brutally hot in France. 2003, you're going to see records popping up. So, Colin, what you're saying is it's really hot in the 2020s? Nah, I'm not saying that at all. 1923 in Toulouse, 44 degrees Celsius, which compares with the stuff that we're seeing in 2026. 44.3 in Pisos, 44 in Toulouse, 100 years ago. Again, 2019 was extremely warm in France. 2003 was another rough stretch. Look at this year, 1982. You're going to see some other 1982 records come up. I've looked at all of this. Almost 44 degrees here. 2009 looked like it was hot. 83, 2000. There's that stretch of 2003. And like, okay, guys, some of these are like late June or August. I don't know why it gave me this, but obviously, or the worst time to ride the Tour de France. 3.2 kilometers to go to the sprint finish here, guys. Sprint, intermediate sprint. Probably the worst time to run the Tour de France is in July if you're worried about the heat. Worst time. Great job. Yeah, temperature talk, guys. Yeah, Trek is smashing. Ooh, NSN's coming up now, guys. Cantor is in the mix there for XDS Astana. Yeah, there's a bunch of XDS guys lurking here. These competitors have won stages in all 3 Grand Tours. Sepp Kuss, Jonas, Tim Wellens, Ben O'Connor, Carapaz, Remco, Julian Alaphilippe Tade, Magnus Cort, Mads Pedersen, Matty Mahorek, I love that guy, Eon, John Degenkolb, Matteo Trentin, and Michael Matthews, competitors at this Tour de France. Jumping back here, I believe this is Michael Storer who had problems earlier. 2.5 clicks to go. Speed's not outrageous here, guys. We are climbing, though. Well, I guess we are climbing, and it is 37 kilometers an hour. That's faster than I'm running on the flats. Girmay's going to have to start working his way up here. Matt's sitting third wheel right now. Just going to keep browsing along. Colorado monsoon expected to begin this week. We are parched. Jim from Las Vegas saying, real breakaway not happening till after the sprint. That's right. Yeah, this is just the early sprint break. There's going to be a whole secondary break form right over the top of the sprint point. We're going to see riders possibly racing off immediately, catching everyone else off guard, finishing the climb, using the descent to open up the gap. Ooh, yeah. Trek is smashing it. Trek absolutely killing it. Pedersen sitting there. They're just keeping the pace as high as possible. Philipsen lurking back there as well, maybe 2 wheels back behind Pedersen. Isaac Del Toro looking good. Poggy is fine. Why Poggy's sitting so far forward today? Road is quite wide here. He doesn't need to be that far forward, but maybe that's just the way he likes to ride. Rail saying wrestling's fake. Oh, yeah, I love it. We got someone here, Jonas Habibi, cheering for Eritrea. That's Binny. I do not know if fake is the right word, but scripted for sure, almost like a play. Yeah, totally, dude. Those guys, dudes, you can look at any of them. I think it's probably my favorite wrestler, Sexy Boy. Who knows Sexy Boy? And I'm just calling him that, but he has a song. I don't know what his real stage name was. 1 click to go here, guys. Quinn Simmons on the front. Directly ahead of Mads Pedersen. Vashik right behind him. Bingham maybe 6-7 wheels back. Yeah, Poggy sitting on Philipsen's wheel. Poggy sitting on Philipsen's wheel like he wants to sprint. Maybe Poggy's going to become a sprinter. He's going to do it all. 1 click. Just saying I go on such long routes that I could never risk batteries going out and losing my shifting. Have to call an Uber 50 miles into the woods. There is that. The one thing I can say, Jeff, is that it depends on where you live, obviously, how much shifting you do. 700 meters out. Quinn leading Vashik over Pedersen, Philipsen in 4th, Binyan Girmay in 5th. Poggy, 6th place. Poggy's going to sprint today with the fast men. Kind of weird, right? I was going to watch this till we get through the sprint point here. Girmay right on Philipsen's wheel here. I think there's 25 points available here. Merlier, he's like back at the neutral service car, the Shimano neutral service, grabbing a ball. He's like, yeah, I'm not wasting my time here. Here we go. Vashik. Girmay moving up now. Girmay takes a jump right now. Pulls up right beside Pedersen. Kind of has him locked in behind Vashik's wheel. Half wheeling each other. There we go. They both jump at the same time. Oh, Girmay just... Was that Girmay? No, it wasn't Girmay. Girmay's going out too late. I think it's too late for Girmay. Long range camera shot. There was another NSN guy there. Pedersen jumps with that other NSN guy, drops him immediately. I'm like, okay, Grimai. Then Grimai comes flying up out of nowhere. Yeah, Poggy just, and immediately across the sprint line, I already see riders attacking. There's already riders sprinting hard through and across the sprint point. Mads Pedersen wins the sprint. Nice job. Now I'm going to play catch up here in the chat, guys. Yeah, who's on the front? Mathieu van der Poel. Rider from Q36.5. Red Bull riders. Ben Healy's in the mix too, guys. We might be off to the races already. They're trying to see if they can develop a break right now. Mid-Atlantic Wrestling was the OG in the South back in the day. Okay, guys. Colin, boating shoes must be shoes with no socks, okay? Yeah, just stinky, sweaty shoes is more like it. That's all I think. Yeah, like foot rot. Yeah, if you're wearing shoes with no socks, you never get to take your shoes off. Not around me. You keep those up. You keep these babies on. Rail saying wrestling's not for me. It's too scripted. Oh, dude, it's absolutely scripted, but there's no doubt those guys destroy their bodies for their careers, I guess. Dave, that's what I was gonna say. Storer must have forgotten to charge his driller battery. Yeah, back to Jeff's comment. Dude, it's surprising how long your battery lasts on a road bike with Di2. It lasts forever. Like forever and forever. You can leave your bike parked for 6 months, come back, the battery still got charged and it'll still run fine. However, batteries do fail. Sometimes they just lose their charge, and there's been so many guys stuck without battery. It's ridiculous. All this, we need to have a talk about Yacht Rock now. Yep. Okay, Jeff's talking about SRAM over the Shimano Ultegra stuff with the cranks. Yeah, they had that crankset issue where they had that full recall. Yeah, Don, I always think about too, Don. How often do they shift gears? How often do they shift? It's probably continuous. Like I know where I live, I don't need to shift that often, so I'm not really concerned about my Di2. I don't even think about it. Yeah, saying here there's an attack by Vauquelin at the front. I think I'm watching, and actually that's Ghana. I'm seeing Ghana on the front right now. That's Ghana. Do they think that's Kevin Vauquelin? Looks way too big. Tiny little XDS Astana right behind him. Let's go over here. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's going to be all the way back. There's about 6 riders in the front. Mathieu van der Poel's in this front group. Mathieu van der Poel, Valentin Perripont, small XDS. Okay, Ghana's there. Ghana's there for sure. They're not showing any of this right now. They're saying the peloton's all together. 138.2 kilometers remaining right now. We'll bounce over to Chur Tracker, see what we can see here. Let's just roll this forward all the way. Yeah, Mathieu van der Poel and Tom Pidcock are near the front. They are in the front right now. Tim Miller just pouring water over his head. I'm chill. I'll leave my 80k an hour sprint until a flat stage. Early this morning was checking out the sprint finish here. Yeah, it's Ghana for sure. I don't know how PCS thought that was Kevin Vauquelin, unless it's something I missed. More riders from EF trying to jump across right now. That looks like Healy's trying to get across right now. So Ghana's up here. Mathieu van der Poel. Pidcock was there. There's an Astana rider in the mix. Okay, it's saying Simone Velasco Astana, Filippo Ganna, Valentin Perripont, Mathieu van der Poel, Felix Engelhardt for Jayco riding the white jersey with the German stripes on it, Clement Brazafonso, lightweight little climber, 50-kilogram climber dudes. Where are they on course? Light winds, nothing too crazy here. Just gone through the sprint points, so they're going to be getting a crosswind actually, 15, 12k an hour. Not enough to really do any damage, but you never know. Depends if the road gets really, really narrow. So yeah, it was Mads Pedersen, Binyam. Just, he totally mistimed that one. Jasper Philipsen, Isaac Del Toro, Mathieu van der Poel. Yeah, why is even Del Toro up here? Why are you getting into the sprint? Okay, it's all brought back, guys. All brought back. Merlier is over 1 minute behind already. So they're going to have a little sit down, more attacks coming down. Barring Victorious going up the right-hand side of the road, looking at them. Movistar reacts. Here comes another Ineos rider. Not Ghana this time. This could be Volkalon now. Think I see Ghana behind. Actually, nope, Ghana's further back. There's a second Ineos rider trying to jump. Vashik is trying to get up here as well. Guys, this is going to be the next little while here. These flurries of attacks coming. It's Tiberi, Antonio Tiberi for Bahrain Victorious. They attack. They start looking back. Okay, who's with me? Will they let me go? What's the peloton doing? Tiberi just had his look back. They've already got a feed station here, guys. Feed station we're going through right now. So this dude attacked right before the feed station. Obviously, he's not taking anything. A gap might develop here. Cheeky move. Quite cheeky. Okay, dudes, I'm going to catch up here. I'm way far behind. Quan Savant. It's great to watch along when you cannot see the race. Reminds me about old school radio transmissions at sports events. Cool with the details. Quant, that's exactly how I describe this to people. I have friends who I've known 30 years, and they're like, well, dude, what's your YouTube channel? I go, it's like a radio broadcast. It's like, and guys, that's still popular. Every Flames game, every Calgary Flames game is on the radio. You can't see a thing, but you're driving, you listen to it. That's what I'm doing. But it's better because we got the chat interaction. I explain this to people so many times. All my friends, well, what is your channel? Like, are you on screen cycling? I've had friends ask me, so you're riding like the whole Tour de France? I just look at them like, I need to slap the life out of you right now. Yeah, I'm riding the whole Tour de France. I'm riding the whole Tour de France. Yeah, come on. So Tiberi's up the road here. It's also saying George Bennett's going for NSN. Let's see if we can see him here. Ineos rider coming right now. Yeah, constant attacks here. So there's 3 riders trying to jump on with Tiberi right now, but there's a huge reaction coming out of the peloton. It's funny here watching the Ineos rider on the radio in the chase group of 3, radioing back immediately, like looking for updates. Who's attacking? We've almost got him. Wow. Yeah, fire's on now, guys. We got a dude here, looks like another Biniam supporter. Yeah, Biniam got second place at the intermediate sprint. Don, it is true that wrestling is choreographed, but the skills are real. Yeah, totally, dudes. So yeah, I mentioned the one guy there, Sexy Boy, Shawn Michaels. His real name is the Heartbreak Kid. It just came to me. He had a song that he sang, and guess what, guys? I'm such a loser derp. I have it on my iPhone. Sexy Boy, boy toy. I think he sang it with. I think it's when he had. I think he had Sensational Sherry. I think it was her name. Scary Sherry, they called her, as his manager for a while. Yeah, dude, it's choreographed, but yeah, that guy can barely walk now. Can barely walk. And one day, this was probably 2 summers ago, had to go to a doctor's appointment. I was waiting in the car. Super healthy, Colin. Super healthy. Team radio from NSN. What's going on here now? This is going to be delayed from earlier, guys. Let's see what they're going to say. Yeah, it can be a long start with even these top GC teams. They might be happy to give one of their guys a chance. I can see UAE taking today the chance to let Wellens or someone have a go at the stage before the rest day or before they're back on duty. So Campenarts or someone else, the same. So they're thinking someone from Visma, someone from UAE, one of the support riders who are superstars in their own right will have a chance to go today. And I think we've all forecast that, guys. Everyone here is so knowledgeable on cycling, which I love. We kind of know what's going on. Like, this could be a Wellens Day. Again, they said Campenarts. Could be any of those guys. I'm also thinking all the lesser teams, again, I hate that word, that haven't gotten any results yet. This is a day for them. Visma and UAE will not be contesting the overall GC today. It's for the other teams. Yeah, Gurmai reacted way too late there. Okay, I'm moving forward. Morning, dudes. Let's see if any new names pop in here. It's the crew of champions right now, guys. Ruben's in the mix. Hello, girls. Ruben always says, Ruben, how you doing, bro? Ruben's from Belgium, guys. Ruben, how's the back? Any more updates? Budget rider, 105 mechanical. The people set, good for me. Yeah, they even have 105 Di2 now, guys. They even have that. It's Alaphilippe. Alaphilippe, Movistar rider, and another Cofidis rider out the front. I'm going to figure out who this is right now. Leading group, Oliveira, Nelson Oliveira from the Movistar, Kirsch for Cofidis. Dude, this guy tried at the beginning. He tried earlier this week. He's like, I gotta win a stage at the Tour de France. Alaphilippe, they're jumping on now. You can see the group growing. But the peloton, guys, is not letting them get away yet. They're just going to keep applying the pressure. They're going to be brought back. They keep applying more pressure. And then eventually the peloton says, enough. We're done. Go. So we're kind of waiting for that to happen. Yeah, it could be the next hour, guys, of trying to get this breakaway to really form. One, it's because the GC's waiting for riders to get up the road that are like half an hour behind each. But also, there's a bunch of teams like Q36.5, they really haven't done a lot yet. Total Energies, they haven't done anything. Cofidis hasn't done a ton yet either. They're wanting to win, so they're watching who's going up the road as well, thinking, no, we got to go too. It's just this swarm of attacks. Is Alex Sagart here for Bahrain? Dave, I don't think he is. Yeah, he's not here. We would have seen him in the TTT, and I do not remember calling his name because, yeah, I love that guy. He's not here. So he was Lotto last year. Now he's Bahrain victorious. Fast TT guy. I think we'll hang out here. Like, share, tell, folks. No news, doing okay. Awesome, Ruben. I hope you're. Did you dial back your work a little bit? Conrad, greetings from Slovenia. We got a Slovenian. We have a freaking Slovenian here, dudes. Yes, Conrad. I was whining about the Slovenians yesterday for not having any representatives on my pin map here. This is the pin map. We're trying to get a pin everywhere around the world. So Conrad, dude, you did it. I'm like, how can there not be one Slovenian here? Not one. Dude, you're representing your entire country today. You've done it. This is like the Olympics for Conrad right here. Let me just see. I just want to get his name right. Yeah, it's Conrad. We're just going to leave it at Conrad. Greetings from Slovenia. Dude, your guy's doing pretty good, isn't he? Your dude is doing pretty good. Okay, guys, there we go. It's slowly getting... I need someone from Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Kosovo. Oh, yeah, here's the disputed borders. There we go again. Wow. Dude, what about North Macedonia? Yeah, I need more North Macedonia. Where are you? Represent. There's got to be a lot of them here. Listening in English. 5 riders now, guys. They've let this little break go right now. Engelhart, that's Felix Engelhart for Jayco Alula. Dude, there's just a swarm of riders trying to get up here. Anders Hallen Johansson for Uno X. Nelson Oliveira for Movistar. Alex Kirsch, superstar here for Cofidis. And Julien Alaphilippe. They've got maybe 100 meters. It's 8 seconds over a big mass of riders. Alaphilippe looking back like, oh, they're coming. Leave us alone. Please let us go. Please let us go. Ganna's not in this group at the front right now. I could see Ineos riders lurking. More bottles being passed out here. Yeah, dude, this is one of my favorite parts of stage racing is the break swarm. Dude, there's more guys jumping on. There's probably about 12 to 15 riders bridging onto the 5 up front right now. And 1s and 2s strung in between. A big blob trying to block the road in the peloton. And 4 or 5 little riders, 1, trying to jump out. Just a string of them. Let's get up there. Do it. Justin, either Trek or Specialized should sponsor the channel. Yeah, exactly, man. SL9s, love them. Specialized, come on. I guess they just released their new bike. Say hello to Melania for me when she visits Slovenia. Is that where she's from? Didn't even know that. Guys, it's all changing again now. It's all changed again. Now I'm seeing the one Uno X rider and Kirsch on the front. So that big group has caught them. Oh, yeah. Dude, it's insane right now. I see at least 2 Ineos riders, and all of a sudden, guys, we have a break of about 40 riders. All of a sudden, we have a break of about 40 riders. The peloton is just barely sitting. There's just a long string all the way back to the peloton. Keep smashing watts, boys. It's a short day. Short day. You've only got 3,000 meters of climbing to do. Come on. Yeah. Okay, now they're saying the peloton's all back together. Barely. The peloton is barely back together. There is gaps in the road, guys. All we need now is a little bit of wind. Yeah, I'm going to say there's at least 40 riders ahead, and there is 10 and 50 meter gaps forming from the peloton. You got 40, 50 guys in the lead that won a race. You got 100 guys behind them that are like, okay, guys, chill day. Rest day's coming up. This may happen. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, I am. And we will be bombing downhill soon. Gonna keep catching. Nick Laconico. Dude, we do not have a pin from Cyprus. I'm American, but I live in Larnaca. Dude, thank you so much, Nick. Let's get it. Dude, Nick, you're obviously listening here, bro. Cyprus. Let's get over here. La Marca. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I forgot tier 2. Disputed lands here, too. Wow, look at the boundaries here. So this is real. I don't know. I think Cyprus is a big place between the Greeks and the Turks, I think. And of course, I'm not sure exactly where that would be on this island, but we got Nick. Nick, thanks so much, dude. I'm going to put you on Mount Olympos. You just finished the epic climb up to the top. You're chilling out at the top, getting ready for the descent. Can you actually ride your bike up there? I'm sure you can. It's Europe. You can ride your bike anywhere. So we got Nick here. Laconico. So he's American, but he lives in, it's called, Larnaca. Larnaca. Nick, you're on it. There is a road up there. Nick's having some late afternoon lunch here, middle of the afternoon lunch at this restaurant at the top. Fantastic, Nick. Welcome aboard, dude. Yeah, filling that out right there. We need more. We're going to have to start making up things. Oh, my great uncle. Yeah, he's from Zaire. Let's get him in there. Oh, Blue Thunder mode. Douglas Booth. Yeah, dude, I haven't even opened up Bike Terra yet today, have I? I think I'll do that pretty quick here, guys. I'll do that in the background here. Try to get Bike Terra going. Jeff's asking, which foreign language do Slovenians learn first? Italian, German, or English? Dude, I have no idea. Yeah, dude, it's insane here. I think it's all back together now. Dude, guys are sprinting ahead and looking under their armpits to see who's with them. That's how determined they are to get away. This might be up. There's another two-door rider up the front here. Lotto, Groupama, FDJ, I think might have a couple riders here. Cofidis again. Yeah, it's kind of their day. This is the chance they get is today. In the chat, in the pipe, 5x5. Stephen Spalding, morning calling. Steve from Louisville, Kentucky. Go Tatty. Dude, Stephen, I've got you on here, don't I? You know what's funny? Me and a friend today. Yeah, there's Steve. You're from Louisville. Okay, so you're more north. Me and a friend yesterday were discussing properties in Kentucky. Guess she has an uncle that lives down here somewhere. Fake uncle. One rider off the front. Looks like an Alpha Leap type maneuver here. Cofidis chasing right now. 80k an hour on the descent here. Lots of lookbacks. Oh, dude, Alpha Leap waves him up. Like, come on. He gives him a wave up to the Cofidis rider. I love it. Dudes, kind of sketchy here. We're doing an 80k descent with speed bumps in the roads. I ain't hitting speed bumps at 80k an hour in my freaking car. Not doing that. Guys, the brakes on my car, the back brakes, no, it's the fronts suck now. So my Mazda, what was it? No squealing. How did I do it? I did the front pads, and he goes, your rotors are fine on the front, dude. They'll make it for a while longer. I'm like, okay. Then I noticed some thumping in the back. And I looked, I'm like, ooh, these back rotors are gone, but no squeal indicators. I'm like, don't all cars have that? No. So I did the back rotors and brakes on the car. I've got more thumping now. Now I think the front rotors are gone. I mean, I guess all I can say is I guess Mazda designed it to wear equally because they're kind of failing all within a couple of months. But yeah, it's terrible right now. It's Hugo Page. Hugo Page, that's the Cofidis rider that Alaphilippe was calling up to help him. He's from Chartres in France. We got 2 riders on the front, 3 more trying to bridge, then a string of riders chasing again. You know, I love this part because dudes are looking at the group going, oh, dude, you can't be here. You can't be here. Go. Don't come with us. They're never going to let us go if you're here. Dude, the peloton is all over these guys. Merlier, more than 2 minutes back already. So yeah, we were looking at farms and stuff in Kentucky. Great growing seasons down there. I'm always looking at properties, guys. Fab Cycling is in the mix. Kelly, Joe, Fats, Tats in here. Philipson or Jorgensen today? This is going to be a hard man day today, a hard man day. I don't think any of the tier 1 sprinters are going to win today. I think it's going to be a breakaway or a hard man solo. That's what I'm guessing. Jorgensen, I think you're saying Jorgensen here, Matteo Jorgensen. He's a marked man. He's never allowed to go up the road. Dude, more attacks coming. So the peloton's back together again. Lotto Intermarché goes right away. Uno X jumps. EF's following. Remember, we are descending down, so it's kind of hard to get away because just the momentum of the downhill. Expect more attacks in the valley here. It's going to be getting hotter now, I think. That's the forecast. Here's the weather during the race. They're saying the average temperature is 37 degrees out there. Normal. Normal at the Tour de France this time of the year in southern France. Railsing, yes, a Jens Voigt stage, I agree. Maybe even a Peter Sagan stage. Cyprus has been disputed for like 2,000 years. Kelly Joe's asking probably what's up with Abrahamson. I could see him coming out to play later today. Yeah, we need a pin in Norland. We need one in Norway, Finland, Sweden, all of them. Jeff saying if you were, okay, we've got a Tudor rider up front again. If you were fascinated by cycling tech through the 60s and 70s, then you should do a search for Rich. Gangles frames he made to cover the entire career of Eddie Merckx. Okay, didn't know about that. Yeah, we need Antarctica, North Korea, and Albania. And Trinisteria. Trinisteria as well. We need that one. And we need Sentinel Island. We get a pin from Sentinel Island, then we know that whole BS. Well, maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. I'm going to go with it that it's true. The alleged facts that it is an uncontacted tribe living on Sentinel Island. And dudes, I think we got 2 Tudor riders off the front. We do. We have 2 Tudor riders off the front. Aaron St. Colin, there's a primo pitching matchup today in Philadelphia, Detroit. Wheeler versus Skubal. Kentucky is Bourbon Land. Ah, that's right, isn't it? Moonshine. Jeff's commenting the dirtiest bathrooms in America are in Kentucky. Dudes, you live in Kentucky? Dude, like the real estate is cheap. You know, you can get places down there. And I mean, it's probably the middle of nowhere. Some people want that. I live in the middle of nowhere right now. I'm like half an hour to get groceries. Probably 25 minutes to get groceries, but overpriced. Oh, watching the Gendarme National here. They're doing some kind of formation in the parade square. They got some kind of neat shape. Oh, it's like a flower, I think. Spinning at the bottom. And then little leaves coming off it, maybe? I don't know. Steven saying beautiful country in Kentucky, calling great people too. Yeah, Steven. So she's got an uncle there. He's a family friend. And I think he was from Oregon. He was a lawyer. He researched Kentucky specifically for growing seasons, crime rates, found a spot that's quite high up to avoid flooding. They're actually having a chat here with Johannes Amberson right now before the race. He's got the broccoli head hairstyle that's common nowadays with young dudes. You know, the curls on top. Like I just got a hair curl done. Ooh, a little incident earlier where Quinn was almost taken out by, it looks like maybe a Soudal or Bahrain Victorious rider. And I guess incredible growing seasons in Kentucky. Uh, he sent a bunch of pictures, like great barbecues and stuff, like family, I guess family and friends get togethers, kind of like, I don't know, kind of stuff we all used to do in the past instead of being just locked in our houses on our phones. Get togethers, barbecues, sharing food. Okay, you bring this, you bring that. I'll do this. I got the moonshine, whatever. Um, just looking at this one here, relative rider capabilities for the Tour de France versus La Vuelta. It's pretty close. It's actually really close. So I wonder which are they comparing this year versus who they're speculating is going to show up, or this is year over year. GC is slightly higher on Tour de France. This is the quality 5616 versus 4975. Sprint is close, very close. TT is very close. One day races a little bit favors Tour de France to get those big stage wins at the Tour. Yeah, it's very similar. I love La Vuelta, guys. We're doing that race too. So they're saying it is Alaphilippe and Marco Haller out front. 5 seconds to the peloton. Could all come back together again. Yeah, there's lots of places. You can almost, guys. I guess as a Canadian, it's the same old story. Sick of winter. Sick of winter. So yeah, this dude's setting his places. Here's 7 acres with a mobile home for $80,000 somewhere in bum f nowhere, Kentucky. Middle of nowhere. I don't care. I don't care. You could live there 6 months out of the year and then come back to Canada 6 months out of the year. I love it. Asburn, Xavier Asburn for Pinarello Q36.5 joins Group 1. We've also got Michael Hessman there for Movistar and Dorian Godon for Ineos. Dalimar's back. Okay. Habanos Rus. Morning from Quetzalán, Puebla. Okay, so you've got to be Mexican, right? Yeah, dudes, I really like hanging out with country people. That's who I'm surrounded by out here. It's all country people. They don't mess with you. They will help you anytime you need help. Rickshaw's back too. Delimar, good morning, Colin, and everyone from North Liberty, Iowa. Uh, okay, just gonna keep reading on here. Where's Benny? Of course. Pepe Le Pew speaks excellent French. Drew was scoping out a home in Quebec, 99K, but I just looked it up 2 days ago for the 10th time and paging out this property is no longer available. Kelly Joe Tansen, I think Philson will get today. Okay, so Kelly Joe is going for the pure sprinters today. I think it's going to be a break / hard man day. Could be one hard man out front, one Superman. Guys, I've thought about getting cheap properties. There's lots of Central American countries you can go to, but I like the idea of being in the States. I think a lot of Americans are very much like Canadians. I think Canadians and Americans have that little brother, that's us. We're the little brother. You guys are the big brother in the States mentality. There's like a little bit of Americans and Canadians, and I do it all the time. We like to joke about how undervalued Canadian money is compared to the US dollar. $1 is worth $4 million Canadian. Sometimes it is. I can remember back in 2012 or 13, the Canadian dollar, guys, was actually higher than the US dollar. I think it hit $1.05. So $1 Canadian was worth 105 US. The last time that happened was I think at the very end of the Vietnam War. So it kind of makes sense. I think our oil price was skyrocketing to somewhere out to that's when oil was $100 a barrel back then. Okay. Don lost touch with his friends from Albania and Croatia. Dude, Don, we need to get in touch with them to get them on the map. Yeah, Haller is a big boy. He's more of a sprinter for Tudor. It's all, let's see here. We've got the 5 up front. Here, I'm going to put you here, guys. And we can take a look at the map. So you can see, I'm just going to keep the map minimized for now. A group out front, main peloton group, and this must be Merlier back here in group 3. Yep, 2 minutes 37 down. There's 22 riders back there. Autobus forms early today. Gurmai's already back there. Jonas Rickard, Plankert, Joel Nicolau, Sylvain Dillier, Jasper Philipsen in the back today. That's I kind of expected. Affini, Milan Fretton, Jake Stewart, lead out guy. Gaviria doesn't need to be at the front. Coy, they're all back there. Bauhaus, all the main sprinters are back there today. They're like, see ya, had a great time. Did see some videos yesterday, guys, obviously calling out Philipsen in that sprint from, what was it, stage 7? Philipsen totally blocking off Gaviria. At least that's how the video was portrayed. I think he did too. He swerved right across the road as soon as he sensed Fastman Gaviria coming, who I wanted to win. And in fact, he stuck his elbow out really high too. Dude, they're doing 70k an hour there. That happened to Fabio Jakobsen. Same kind of thing, and almost killed him. And then other guys comment, dude, this is sprinting. This happens every race. Yeah, true. True. So, but still, you're not supposed to do it, but it still happens, and they let riders get away with it sometimes. Jeff, Colin would really enjoy Kentucky's Mammoth Cave. Dude, I would. I would, dude. Yeah, guys, it's like kind of like just go buy a place down there and yeah. I mean, there's probably some tax implications, but if it's a nice, cheap little place, just country life, I can get away from the winter. Now, I know Kentucky, I called it, does get some colder temperatures, and I think they're at the end of Tornado Alley. Dudes, is Kentucky Bible Belt? I think it is. If so, I like it. I like it. Not that I'm religious, although I like a lot of stuff behind it. You got to think people are going to look out for you a little bit more. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, Aaron's saying that Bahrain rider should get a yellow card consideration. Aaron, who are you talking about here? Which Bahrain rider are you talking about? Fire's here. Fire's here. With all things being equal, the world champ will win. With all things being equal. Yeah, totally, dude. As long as he stays upright. Oh, Faya's saying he has heard. Faya's out of Brooklyn, guys. Fire, I don't think I have you on the map. I don't think I have Fire on the map. Faya is not on the map, guys. Please help me find Brooklyn. Okay, guys, I'm looking at New York. Isn't Brooklyn over here somewhere? Yeah, there's Brooklyn. So Faya is over here. I think he's in Brooklyn. I'm just going to put you there for now, Faya. Fireworks. We're just going Fire. Okay. There we go, guys. Filling out that map. It's happening. Head of the course, Asburn, Alaphilippe, Godon, Haller, and Hessman. Let's get thrown off here. Flow Bike is showing Hebman with the weird way they do the S's in Michael Hessman. So 5 riders have a 23-second lead right now over the peloton, letting these dudes go. Every rider here, Michael Hessman best placed at 1 hour and 28 minutes down. So if you're watching this for the first time, these guys are no threat to the overall lead. They're going to be allowed to go, and they'll be slowly pulled back later. Drew saying Taddy going solo, final 8 kilometers for the rest of the stage. I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, today is not a day for pure sprinters. There's no pure sprinters doing well in this one. Not today. Attacks coming out of the peloton. Other riders that have ambitions today. Could be a Q36.5 rider. Hard to tell here. He's tucked down, obviously. Kofidis reacts. Red Bull reacts. Shady Maple Smorgasbord is the best buffet for breakfast lunch. Okay. Country folk will survive. Exactly. Jeff, I would definitely eat at an Amish restaurant. The reason the government hates the Amish is they don't spray poisons on their crops. They are off grid for the most part. Didn't the Amish refuse to get vaccinated during COVID too? Yeah, I think they did. I think they refused to get vaccinated. Uh, we got some weed talk going on. Ron here saying too, country people from where I'm from will do anything for you, but if you cross them, they will do anything to you. Yeah, exactly. Guys, remember my dog mushing days? Doing some sorting here around the house. I found 160 dog booties, never used, brand new. Bigger booties. I quickly thought of a friend named Tamara. She's really good sprint musher. She wins a lot of races. Four dog, mostly four dog. And her dad raced all over Western Canada and into Alaska. Sprint racer. His name was Jim Harvey. Jim Harvey. So he was up at the ONAC, which is the Open North American Championships. I think he was also at the Fur Rendezvous in, I think that one's Anchorage, I believe. 3-day races, like 3 days of 20 miles, brutally fast. Um, yeah, I gave her some booties, and she goes, "Here, I got something to trade for you." I'm like, "Yeah, I like the barter system." She gave me 2 tubs of honey, like one like this big and one about this big. And my friend said to me, she goes, "You totally scored." She goes, "Honey like that, like straight off." She goes, "That's like $100 worth of honey right there." I'm like, "Really?" I mean, Tamara scored because the booties were probably worth probably $1.50 to $1.75 a booty. I gave her 160. I gave her a stack of dog mushing magazines. I like trading. I like bartering. The government doesn't like that. F you, government. F you. I hate all governments. Okay, sorry. Faya's in the Bronx. Okay, dude, Fire, I'm going to have to move you later. I didn't know that, dude. As soon as I was saying a lot, I'm like, Bronx, Brooklyn, in the Bronx. That's the place to be. Uh, Dude, I think it's all back together again. Yep, all back together again here. As we have Amish talk, the Peloton has brought them all back. We got 9 drop riders. Group from earlier is almost 3 minutes back now. Pidcock working at the front here, guys. Pidcock's working. We're 1.1 kilometers to the top. We have a dude near Aussie, AUSY, asking who's going to win. Hardman. It's Hardman Day. Rail's got a little bit of suck. Ume. It is the westernmost category 2 in the entirety of Massif Central. First climbed in 2020 on a big breakaway stage to Saran. So this is the first time they've ever came up here? Oh, that's the second climb of the day. Okay. Uh, Country Cousins Restaurant in Linden, man. Mennonites, ran by the Mennonites. Now, I think the Amish are the most extreme. Yeah, the Amish are the most extreme, and there's even varieties of the Amish. There's ones that are like in Pennsylvania, and they're like, "Nah, man, this is way too free love and liberal for us, man. We're heading straight down to South America somewhere." There's so many cool documentaries about that. How about the fact that what is it? Okay, I think they're just Mormons. I know. Okay, not even closely related, but there's a what do I want to call them? There's a group of the Mormons, and I think they're related to John Kerry. You U.S. guys, you know who I'm talking about. They're like armed to the teeth, and they live in northern Mexico. They have like machine gun nests, 50 cal machine gun nests set up, and supposedly they're so armed to the teeth that the cartel doesn't mess with them. The Mormons. I love it. Dudes, I think I'm all caught up here. Uh, Aaron saying I put a sprinkle on Hershey Day, hoping he would get good vibes. Back in 2020, the break included such established titles like Pierre Roland, Soren Craig Anderson, Max Shackman, Reichenbach, Elizond. Oh, Elizond, yes. And Nico Roche, son of Stephen Roche. Looks like Valentin Perry-Pontrius, guys, yeah, he's going for the points. We're only got less than 100 meters to the top here. We do have a Visma rider. Is that Matteo Jorgensen? Hard to tell here. Valentin Perry-Ponch should be getting the points here. Interesting. Okay, very Perry Pont gets the points. Not a lot of points there today, though, guys. That one, there's 2 points available. Let's take a look at the mountains classification right away. So this could be Perry Pont's, day to start gathering up points to try to get that KOM jersey later on in the race. Guys, I can't believe it, dudes. I was going to think to myself last night, we made it 9 days. 9 days straight. I've done every minute of the tour. And here we go. Kevin Vauquelin, guys. Across the top, he's going for it. Kevin Vauquelin with a Visma rider. Valentin Perry Pont just in distance. Tall dude from Jayco, possibly Ben O'Connor again. EF rider there as well, looking for the bands on the arm. I'm going to say that might be Healy there right away. Egan Bernal coming too. And looks like Pitcock there with his Red Bull helmet. Yep, here we go, dudes. Vauquelin's off the front with a Visma rider. I think that's Jorgensen. I think that's Jorgensen off the front, dudes. It is Matteo Jorgensen and Vauquelin off the front. Come on, UAE. You said he was a marked man. Go get him. Let's go get him, UAE. Big talkers, let's go. I'm sitting at home in my basement calling out UAE. Yep, the polygamists, the Mormons. Reelson, interesting. Vauquelin is designated today as the active one and not Foss. Tobias Foss. Foss. I thought that could be an interesting day for Foss, but maybe for tomorrow, for after rest day. If you could ever visit Lancaster, Pennsylvania, they are everywhere. They ride their horse and buggies right down the side of the main roads. Mennonite food is off the chain. Yeah, dudes, around here, it's Mennonites and Hutterites. So the Hutterites are all on colonies. The Mennonites are like totally integrated. So if I go to the town of Linden, dude, we're going to zoom out here just so you can see where I am. I just saw the Country Cousins, so here's my place. That's where I'm at. I ride my bike down this road, go around this little pond, swamp. I head straight to Linden. This is Mennonite country. Over half this town is Mennonites. Can't really tell. The women you can. They wear the little thing in their hair. They wear long dresses, but they drive around like cars and I'm not talking, yeah, I make it seem like they're driving a car from the 70s. No, they're driving around Escalades. They're driving whatever they want. But I know even within the Mennonites here that there's different levels. Now, if I come back down here, I got to think about where this is. If we truck all the way, yeah, it's right here. There's a colony here. Hutterites. These are Hutterites here. The Hutterites always live independent. And guys, this grows all the time. There's another Hutterite colony right up the road here. Right here. Now this one doesn't, oh, it does say Neudorf Hutterite colony. Mennonites live in towns. Hutterites are more, nope, we're not living in town. We do everything separate from the rest of the world, except they shop at Walmart. They do that a lot. They drive big white vans around. They're always in black. The women always have, I think, the black and white headscarves on. I don't know why you got to cover up your hair. I don't get that part. But yeah, Mennonite food is off the chain. Also, too, we're talking about Floyd Landis here, too. It's kind of funny. Pop man. But also, isn't Floyd Landis, I think he was raised as a Mennonite. Guys, the dudes that run Cal Cycle, Mennonites. Just very relaxed Mennonites. I've met people that live in town who were like the more relaxed Mennonites. Oh, yeah, they're the stronger Mennonites. Yeah, see what UAE is going to do here. I'm going to give that a refresh here. Yep, Jorgensen and Vauquelin up front, guys. Back together now. So they would have just been picked up now. They're not letting them get away. We are on the descent again. We climbed the category 3, bombing downhill again. And dudes, we're quickly in the valley. Going to take a turn somewhere, and we are climbing immediately. False flatty climbing. Where are we right now? Yeah, we're going to take a hard corner somewhere. That was the category 3. Why am I not seeing my dots? Okay, there we are. Yep. Okay. There's that turn. I bet you we're going to be at the very bottom of the valley here. We're going to turn north, and then it's a false flat. Actually, looks more than a false flat. Up the category to Souk Deme. Souk Ome. Is that what it is? Yeah, Souk Ome. Uh, 4 kilometers long at 7%. So it's kind of a real deal with a lot of false flat before it. We're talking like 10 kilometers plus false flat riding before we actually hit the climb. And we should be almost at the bottom into that valley. Going to take a hard turn to the north. Vitus, who will win today? Remains to be seen. Won't be a GC guy. It's going to be a hard man. How many KOM points are there to be had today? We got 2, 5, so 7, 9, and 1. So at most, if you won every single one, you could get 10 KOM points today. 10. Aaron say we also have the Amish in the Shenandoah Valley. Are there any? Oh, we got a rider way off the road. There's a Kahura rider who ran way off into the grass on a left-hand bend here. Team's there already for him, getting his chain back on. I think he just ran off the road. I don't think he hit the barrier. So Shimano neutral service here, getting him going. Carried his bike for him. Get this Jose Felix Para too. Wow. Let's see this. Yeah, it's a sweeping left-hander. I'm trying to see where he runs off the road. Okay, I'm watching him right now. There he is. Yeah, dude, he just overcooks the corner. Luckily, the barrier that starts in 20 meters is that metal barrier that comes up out of the ground, sits at knee high. He probably avoided it by 10 feet on the right-hand side. Just went off into a nice grassy area, wiped out at the end, but he should be okay. Now we're seeing EF on the front. Ghana's getting up again. I know there's a lot of picks for Ghana today. A lot of picks for Ghana. The beer tent is filling up, guys. Manic Monday. Yeah, dudes, we have over 300 people right now. Guys, jump in, hit the like button, support the channel in any way you can. Best way to support the channel, and it costs you nothing, is to hit that stinking little like button on the video. Thank you so much. Oh, Rail saying that, if I'm not mistaken, Manic Monday was written by Prince, who wanted to shag Susan Hoffs. Shag. Willem here from South Africa saying, it's very hard to predict the winner, but I like Matthias Vashik. Oh, dude, going across these really massive bridges here. Man, they got to be like 150, 200 feet off the ground here going through these valleys. Yeah, this is an awesome bike race right here. Awesome bike race right here. These are the kind of stages I really enjoy. Hardman stage, kind of a stage where at the end we're going to like, how did he win? Versus, yeah, Poggy's going to win for sure. Or even the time trial. Oh, Ghana's going to win for sure. I like, again, for me, and it's Ghana up here. Ghana's up here waiting for teammate. I think Vauquelin's trying to get up here. Movistar, Total Energies, EF. I'm trying to figure out who the EF rider is. Kofit is here again. Now, how many riders are they saying here? There is definitely a break happening. Break happening right now. But the peloton keeps trying to react. There's 5 riders in this front break right now. Group Muller almost 5 minutes back. Peloton is really strung out at the front. 2s and 3s trying to jump. Aha. Matthew's trying to bridge. I bet you're just going to say right now, Matthew's trying to get across. I had a look. Yeah, I can see the stripes on his sleeves right now. There it is. 1 second ago, it says Matthew Van der Poel beat you to it, PCS. I beat you to it. Yeah. Guys, that's the whole reason why I first started doing this. Because I like to think that I see things that the commentators don't see. Of course, it's not the truth. I just kind of jump on it before they do. Yeah, that Carl Rider, full CX mode. Yeah, dude, Aaron, totally. There was probably some ladies on the side of the road that he was going, oh, yeah, and then he crashes. Could you imagine? I am watching for me today, and this is my favorite chat and commentary. That's Delimar here. Fire saying it's too hard for Ghana. Probably, dude. I think this is a little too tough for Ghana. This category 2 is really going to hurt Ghana. Bang Bang repeat time to get up the Sok Ume. Dudes, love it. Aaron saying, hope Ghana and Poggy can challenge Remco in the individual time trial stage. In September, Colin's abode going to turn into a love shack, and the next day the Dutch team will be asking, where the F is Lorraine? Oh, yeah, dude. I might be on location. Dude, I thought about it when I first woke up, so I'm like, okay, dude, I got to start thinking about Montreal. I'm going to be living somewhere, I'll be staying somewhere so far outside of Montreal, guys. Montreal, let's take a look, guys. World Championships this year, excuse me. I'm pretty sure they actually go onto the Formula One track at some point. So this is the Formula One track right here, guys. It's right here. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Really good access via the metro. This is where I think it was the 67 or 68 Expo was. Here's the Biodome. Still standing. Or the Biosphere. There's a rowing facility here. When you watch the GP Montreal, it's in this part of the world right here. They do repeats up this part. There's like some hill climb up here somewhere. Wow, there's walking paths everywhere here, isn't there? Wow. I'll be staying somewhere way over here. I think Longueuil. I do have a friend that lives here, and just take the metro, zip into town, meet up with Lorena. We're probably gonna have dinner at least a couple times. I'm imagining. Might be more than, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna get myself in a lot of trouble here right away. Fire saying, will you be going to the Wills? Dude, that's my plan. That's my plan. So I got to start really thinking about it now to get planned for it. Dude's coffee's getting cold. Group earlier, 5 minutes back. Richard Carapat's on the front, guys. Carapats, Groupon FTJ, that's probably Clement Brazafonso, Machu Vanderpool, Movistar rider there. Castrillo, maybe? Peloton's back. Dialed him back in. Pedersen's sitting on the back right now. Riding with a rider that I'm going to guess is Michael Matthews. Just guessing right now. Let's have a quick peek here. Jaco, Michael Matthews, 115. It is. Dudes, when you stare at them long enough, you kind of figure out how they ride. Quinn Simmons launches with Carapats. There's an attack. Peloton reels it back. There's an attack. Peloton reels it back. It's just going and going. Absolutely fantastic racing here. We've been going for an hour and 11 minutes, guys. The breakaway still to be established here. This is going to, and this is what I wanted, and this is what I totally expected. I don't think this is a big surprise for anyone. Usually the day going into the rest day is brutally hard. They're hoping to catch the GC teams sleeping a little bit. Jorgensen's up here again, guys. And UAE, talk the talk, walk the walk, bros. Talk the talk, walk the walk. Vashik says he's being dropped out of the Peloton. Could be possibly just going back to the car. So Vashik sits here saying in 10th place right now, 7 minutes down. I'll give you guys an actual GC. You guys know it. Poggy, Jonas, Del Toro, Evenepoel, Ayuso, Paul, Lipowitz, Lenny, and Matthias Skalmuk followed with the other Matthias, Vashik. Both teammates for Lidl Trek here in 10th place. Bernal, you're going to jump back 2 more minutes to get to 11th. Sean Quinn for EF is still in 12th place. Dudes, that's kind of battles we forget about. EF is like, dude, we're getting you to the top 10. We got to get you to the top 10. Now, there has been EF on the front besides Carapaz today, and I bet you it was Sean Quinn. Dudes, top 10, GC, Tour de France, biggest bike race in the world. That's huge for sponsors. Vashik riding with he's riding with Brumer Amarel, number 13 for Visma Lisa bike. There's another Visma rider there. They're probably still suffering the heat. Just day after day of heat. There will be posters all over Montreal with Lorena Phoebus is missing. Yeah. The Amish migrated to the U.S. in the ancient 8th century. Dude, we got the, I don't think we have any Amish in Canada. Maybe we do back east. Out here, it's Mennonites, Hutterites, and there's a group of people too. And I think they were kind of like, um, I think they emigrated to Canada and they were doing their farming, and it's some kind of Eastern European variation of one of those two. I'm going to say their name, and I'm probably not pronouncing the Doukhobors. The Doukhobors. They're out in BC right now, and I think they in World War One, the soldiers came home, I think, and were like, "Here's land, take it." And the Doukhobors were already there, so they kind of got punted off their own land. I think that's what it was. Maybe it was some earlier battle, and they all kind of took off for the interior BC. The Doukhobors. I think they're around Castlegar. It's a place called Castlegar. Where's Castlegar? It's a nice part of BC again. I love British Columbia, guys. Castlegar right here. It's just off the number 3 highway. I think this is where the Doukhobors went to. Dude, it's right there. The Doukhobor Discovery Village. Does anyone know anything about the Doukhobors? So yeah, I think the Canadian government kind of booted them off their own land. They were already established there. And we're told, yeah, you got to leave. You got to take off, man. Yeah, we're trying to do something good for these soldiers. I think that was the story. Oh, attack by 3 riders coming up here. Derek G, Ewan Kostu, and Jordan Jagat. Jordan Jagat, kind of the top guy for Total Energies. Dude, it's constant attacks, constant attacks. It's never going to stop. The chasing peloton looks very, very reduced right now, guys. Something may be happening here. Yeah, dudes, very diminished. There's a group of maybe 10 riders off the front and maybe 50 chasing. Where's everyone else? Let's have a quick peek here. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. 12 riders off the front. 8 seconds back to the peloton. 86 riders. Okay, 86. I said what, 50? I don't even know. I don't think it's 86. And then we got 46 drop behind them, 33 behind. Dudes, the peloton is going to be half its size by the time we get to the finish. Yeah, here we go, Matthew Van Der Poel. Guys, who wouldn't have guessed Matthew Van Der Poel today? I think I said it too. Today would be like Hardman Day, Quinn Simmons, Tim Wellens, Matthew Van Der Poel, any of those names, a Mads Pedersen type day, but he's done his job. I think he's going to chill out now. I think he's already well out the back. And in this group here, we have Simmons and Van Der Poel together. Jorgensen has not been allowed to get away. He's still in the main GC group, which really is not that big right now. Yeah, nice front group here. Looking good, boys. 2 Lotto Intermarché riders. We'll get the name of all the riders here. Tudor rider, Mathieu Van Der Poel, Quinn Simmons. Fab saying, if they don't like form a break by the next KOM, if I was you, I'd put my team on the front and start riding for the win. Drew's putting the top down today on the Boxer to drive to work. Jeff saying today Tuesday's stage 10 is a very long mountain stage, 166 kilometers. Do you think it will be shortened? I'll have to check the weather forecast out. I hope not. Dudes, these guys, I mean, now there was at least 1 or 2 riders complaining about the heat and they don't think it's fair. But dude, they've always done this. Like at the start today, they had umbrella people. There was like, I don't know, 3 guys, 3 girls, whatever, holding up umbrellas over Poggy and Jonas. And if I was Poggy and Jonas, I'm like, this is dumb. Really cool suspended bridge here. Looks like just a pedestrian bridge. I hope so, because if you drove a car across that, that would be terrifying. I'd like to get a name on this bridge so I can look it up. Wow. Dude, maybe it is a car bridge. 12 riders in that front group. 13, 14. Ineos comes across. Uno X just comes across right now. So riders bridging across. 14 riders in the front break. And there's a gap. A 15th rider's trying to jump. Groupama FDJ rider just slaughtering himself, trying to get into the group. There's 14 now. This will be rider 15 trying to get up there. Dude, now's your chance. If you don't do it now, it's not going to happen. Then the GC peloton comes. They're about 10 seconds back, it's saying. There's Poggy in yellow. 2 riders for Lotto Intermarché. Lars Kraps, Leonard Van Eetveld, one of my dudes on my fantasy team, both driving the front hard right now, wearing different helmets. Why are they wearing different helmets? Both Lotto Intermarché. We're talking about Calvinists and Amish having very similar values, with celebrating harsh life off grid. What Rail would call masochism. Uh, mm, this group looks very strong from Rail, but still some teams are interested. It may get neutralized again. And Aaron's cheering for Hershey. So let's see who we got here. We got Derek G and Quinn Simmons from Lidl Trek, Alex Baudin for EF, one Ineos rider, Valentin Peripont, Mathieu Van Der Poel, Uno X riders just jumped on Pablo Castrillo, Lars Craps, Creeps, Van Eetveld, Ion Izagirre, Costu, Mark Hershey, Jordan Jagat, Clement Brazafonso is the one that's trying to bridge on right now. Come on. I'm going to call him little dude. Come on, little dude, you weigh 110 pounds. He is like dropping, dude, honestly, he's dropping 220 watts. That's all he's dropping because he's so tiny. That's well over 4 watts a kilo for him trying to chase this group down. Simmons on the front, Matthew's up there. Dude, just let Matthew do the pulling here, man. The Vanderpool train, express train to the front. So there should be 15 riders here right away, and he's made it. Brazafonso has joined his teammate Costu at the front. 18 seconds to the peloton here. Underway, and Jorgensen's on the front of the main peloton pulling with Vauquelin here. Okay, I think that's who that is. You can see, okay, is that the yellow jersey? Guys, let me get dialed in here. Pedersen's in this group too. Is that really them? Yeah, it is. This is the yellow jersey group. Now UAE goes somewhere. They don't like Jorgensen up there, do they? Why do they hate Jorgensen so much? Is there really hatred, or is it just like media? He's a marked man. We hate him. They're probably like, yeah, we'd like him on the team, but Rail Hershey has been so quiet. I didn't even know he was racing. Daiquiris. Yeah, daiquiri would be good today. Margarita would be nice too. Pool day. Good. I need a trip like that too, dudes. I need like a 1 week go away, horizontal, audiobooks, podcasts, eat too much food, and not even worry about it. Not even worry about it. Okay, guys. We do have 5, 3, 2, and 1 points coming in a little bit here. UAE is now on the front pulling. They don't like this front group now. The only threat up here, but he's a big threat, is Tobias Halland Johansson. Sits 13th overall. Not a threat to UAE, but UAE's trying to control this now. And there is an attack by Pidcock out the front with a Jayco Lula rider. Soudal reacting. Mads Pedersen's going to. UAE dragging Poggy right now. They don't like this attack either. UAE's trying to defend something. Because, guys, remember, too, it's not just about Poggy. It's about Team UAE getting a stage win. They're all about getting wins. They get paid to win, as Poggy likes to say. UAE gets paid to win stages as well. It's not just him. Dudes, I'm going to go grab another coffee. This one's cold. Continue the chat, please. No, Pedersen's up there, dude. Bobby. I just saw him. I thought he was gone, but he's in the mix. He's in the GC group. Rail saying the brake dudes need to work over MVP. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's going to be, it could possibly be some Mathieu Van Der Poel glory today, guys. At the end, it will be Mathieu riding solo, hanging on. Dudes, when I come back, I'm going to talk to you about a dude I met. He messaged me on YouTube and said, I'll be watching the tour every day doing my painting. And I'm like, okay, dude, explain your painting to me. Dudes, the climb coming up, we're going to have 9 and 10% gradients, so it's going to be a tough one, up to 13%. Guys, the best I can describe him, and I'm going to show you some of his stuff here. It's kind of like, and I'm not going to say anything that, I don't want to sound bad, kind of like, you know when you see like court cases where there's the courtroom artist when they can't show you cameras in there. He's doing stuff like that throughout the entire race, but he's painting, and it's incredible. And he dials it. His name is Grieg, not Greg. Grieg Leach. And dude, he's got it so perfect. I'm looking and going, I remember that part of the stage exactly. Dude, I'm gonna show you that in a bit. I'll be right back. All right, dudes, we are back inside the 10 by 10 cube of cycling domination and performance excellence, currently seeing Quinn Simmons and Tobias Howland Johansson going off the front. Two riders up front, and I can't see anyone in the distance right now. We're on a 3% gradient here, very false flatty here. Just going to put that down over there. Yeah, they've got a nice little break here, probably at least 150, 200 meters here. Two riders up front being pursued by 14 riders. Peloton sitting at 32 seconds. And I got to keep reading here. Dudes, I think I'm going to open up Bike Terra in the background. So just bear with me here. Bike Terra. Maybe I can use this to show some of the groups coming up. And just get on the real Tour de France. Where is it? That is stage 9 right there. And we're going to spectate this right now. Should be climbing here. We are climbing. Look at the profile on the bottom of the screen. Let's let this populate in. Yeah, here we go. So this is our yellow jersey group. Up the road, we should have our 14 riders chasing. And further ahead of them, we got two boys killing it. So dudes, you can see one group here, second group just in the distance there. On the climb right now, I'm going to spin the map around so it's kind of going in the same direction as to what you're seeing on the map. The map showing us there should be forests on either side of us, which there is, and we should be coming up to a town here. Not sure what the name is, Chateau something, Chateauneil maybe, and that's going to be this little town popping up right now. Pedersen's sitting right on Poggy's wheel. Yeah, we are out in the countryside here, guys. There's forest everywhere here. First two riders will be coming up to the town here. Flow Bike should be slightly delayed. So on Bike Terra, they're in the town right now. So Quinn Simmons and Johansson should be coming up to the town right away. Love it. Bike Terra for the win. Dude, probably like one of the easiest ways for you to watch it. You could just log in yourself and watch it right there and have PCS running at the same time. Dude, right here, Taiwan. It's Hank again. Okay, so we've got Hank. Hank's already on the map, I believe. Hank, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Hank is on the map. Okay, so Hank's on. Hank, good evening to you. Probably late at night for Hank. Hank, what time is it? Isn't it past midnight for you? Okay, I gotta keep catching up, guys. Just reading you guys here. Okay, just, I'm all caught up. Having some coffee here. Jonas and Adam Yates having a little chat back in the yellow jersey group. Jonas still wearing the polka dots. Wasn't Yates? Yeah, he was on this team for a while, wasn't he? Or was that his brother? I can't remember. Were they both on this team for a while? Adam Yates. Yatesy. Nope, never. Okay, so Simon. What is Simon Yates doing now? Still expecting something out of Adam Yates next week, perhaps. He'll be doing something. In the town, 5x5. Echo Mike, nice Bike Terra. Ron St. Colin, you blowing my mind. Yeah, dudes, I mean, I like using Bike Terra. It does show the groups really good. Again, it's showing 2 leaders right now, and I like to confirm it because sometimes it shows up on Bike Terra before it shows up on PCS. So we're climbing here. You guys can't see the map. I'm sorry because my face is in the way, but the map is showing that we're in a bunch of forested areas here, still climbing. That's what I'm seeing on screen here. We got a chase group. This is the Pitcock group at 600 meters back, chasing. There should be a little bit of a puddle right beside us here. You're looking at it, and it's on the map actually, which you guys can't see. I don't really feel like turning my camera off and on. So they're chasing at 600 meters. Behind them, another 500 meters back is the GC group. And if you look here, there is a creek crossing coming up. We're going to see it on the road here. And I'm just going to hang with these guys. That little pond that I just described to you will show up again. A little bit of a data dump here coming with the riders moving around according. There's that same pond right there that the other riders just passed ahead of them. So you can see they're all within 5. There's like 500 meters between these groups. Back to the front again. We get to see the riders' names. There they are, Tobias Holland Johansson and Quinn Simmons in this group here. Wow, does it really get that steep there? That looks really steep, doesn't it? Yeah. Dude, let's take a little look. Yeah, it does kick up here. That's what it's showing us. We went from a false flatty segment to the actual climb itself. I think what we saw there was them going from 3 to 4% here at the bottom into like quickly 7-8%. The road really narrows down. Bunch of white paint on the road. That's all that was there. But yeah, this is basically a bike path. This is not a road in Canada. This is a bike path. Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. I'm going to keep chilling out here. Oh, Mark behind Hank's saying it's 9:28 at night. Okay, so you're like 14 hours ahead. Yeah, 14 hours ahead, Hank. I guess I was thinking it was later in the day. Insights. I'm here for the phenomenon of the second screen chat. And sites up. The live chat. I think that's what he's saying. And sites. Where are you from? I don't think I've had you here before. And sites. Tiny roads. Aaron's got it too. These are very small roads. You do not drive vehicles on these roads, except in France. Oh, Fab's thinking that Poggy might win again today. Yeah, UAE's making sure they don't get too far away. So right now, guys, Quinn Simmons and Tobias Allen Johansson have a 36-second lead over the chase group of 14. Peloton sitting at 117. Actually, this is a tough climb, guys. 10, 11, 12, 13% in places. Right now, on camera, they're climbing in the trees on this very, very narrow road. I'm going to jump to them and watch our leaders. And what do you know? The camera is hidden in the trees because we're climbing through the trees right now. Over to this. Oh, we got our first Puy, guys. We're in that part of it. We have the Puy Mojo over on the right-hand side of the riders right now, showing up on Bike Terror. I'm going to jump into Tour Tracker Live and see if I can find them. Where are we? Right here. So there's a Puy somewhere in this vicinity right here. I'm looking to see if we can see any volcanic remnants. That is our two riders in the break. So we're in Puy country, guys. Some are so obvious they just stand out. These clouds forming here. I thought maybe that might be over top of one. Anyways, that's our groups. Category 2 climb coming up this Puy. Well, are they all extinct? They must be. Yeah, they're all extinct. They have to be. Although I think I read something that they're not. I think I read something that maybe they're not all extinct. Rail, what are Simmons and Johansson doing from Rail? Colin missed me talking. Yes, sorry, Rail, I missed something. Mont Basu, the last climb of the stage. Okay, so Rail had some info earlier. That must have been when I was getting my coffee. Echo Mike is watching from the Philippines. Echo Mike, I think I have you on the pin map. Do I? Echo Mike, you are on the pin map, but I've got you in the wrong town. I have you in Cotabato City. I'll try to see if I can see Iloilo City. Oh, I see it, dude. I've got it already because I know where it is now. I'll have to fix that afterwards. 19 seconds, Simmons and Johansson. 19 seconds back to G, Van Eetvelt and Pitcock. Yes, Van Eetvelt. Get it, dudes. Pitcock leading the way here. Derek G. West for Liedel Trek and then Van Eetvelt. 20 seconds behind them, we got the Foss group, Baudin, Perry Ponch, Mathieu Van der Poel, Castrillo. There's 11 riders back there. Now, I thought there was another rider here too. I thought our big group up front was 15. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Makes sense now. 15, 14, and that will put us to 16 riders. So we had another guy jump in that I missed along the way. 2.2 kilometers to go to the top here. Yeah, exactly. 7.7 is no joke. This part here, we're in a 10% gradient. Someone said it almost looks like gravel. That's what I thought too when I saw the white roads. Pedersen hanging on here at the back. Just dangling out of the back of the yellow jersey group. Yeah, total serious. Oh, snap. Oh, we got Halal. I'm not sure. Halal Diodas watching from Guyana. Dudes, we were talking about Guyana yesterday. Are you serious? Dudes, I need confirmation of your location. From Guyana. Dudes, we finally have it. It's got to be Georgetown. Please don't say Georgetown. Don't. Actually, that's a joke I probably shouldn't even make. But this dude here, I'm going to drop you in Georgetown. Let me see your spelling of your name. Jai Layal. Okay, dude, I love this. Dude, welcome aboard to the channel. This dude right here. Dude, thank you so much for letting us know where you're from. I love it. He hangs at a Rise restaurant. Yeah. Dude, can you believe we got someone from Guyana? That's insane. Wow, South America not represented well here on the Inside Cycling World board. Simmons and Johansson out front, guys. 10% grading here. Oh, these roads too, they look so heavy. So heavy. 3 riders chasing. Dudes, I love it. Dude, from Guyana, dude, enjoying the coverage. Thanks for being here, man. Thank you, and thanks for listening and letting us know where you're from. We were talking about Guyana yesterday. I'm talking about the countries that aren't represented here and how we're going to get them all filled out. Okay, moving on, dudes. Yeah, it's Jeff Depuis Majou. Yeah, guys, on camera right now, 13% gradient for Derek G, Pitcock, and Van Eetvelt. All out of the saddle climb. They're 21 seconds back from our front two. Here comes Van der Poel, the freight train, dragging 2 other riders back up. He's probably dragging Castrillo and the EF rider Baudin. He's dragged Castrillo and Baudin back to the front. Mathieu Van der Poel brings them back. Tags on Van Eetvelt's wheel. That's how it's done, folks. Rail saying the riders are now in a region called Haute Limousin. Montpellier is the highest road in the entire region, going up 970 meters. There are no roads in the region that go beyond 1,000 meters. Yeah, it's a very narrow climb, guys. Pedersen, 15, 20 meters off the back of the yellow jersey group. Come on, Mads. Dudes, just hang on. There's a big descent coming up. There's a descent with a couple little lumps and bumps. We're at kilometer 75 at the top, roughly 76. We're going to descend to a valley system all the way out just past 90 kilometers. We start climbing again. Category 3 climb, the Côte de la Croix du Puy, almost 5 kilometers at 5.7%. So, dudes, it's going to be a war today. 1.3 Ks to go. That's from the Pitcock group, I believe. I think. Don saying making it to Paris means Seha will be the youngest dude to complete the tour since 1939. That would be awesome. Dude, yeah. Paul just getting through the tour, that's a win. UAE all over the front end of the yellow jersey group. Visma's very present as well. Seeing the Lidl boys riding on the very, very left-hand side of the screen here, a little further back. 1 kilometer to go for the main group. Ooh, they're all back together. So it's Simmons, Johansson, Pitcock leading the way. Over the top, who's going over the top first? Tom Pitcock. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Pitcock leading the way over the top. Group 2 has joined Group 1. We're seeing that right now. Actually, we're not over the top. There was a little bit of a drop there. There's a tiny bit of a drop, a little flat section, and it's going to kick one last time over the 2. Pitcock wants to lead it over the top to bomb this descent and see who can keep up. Who's this? Imi L17, loving this commentary. Found you during the Giro and still here for the tour, watching from the London, UK. Dude, thanks for watching all the way, dude. Imi. It just says at Imi, so we're going to go with Imi here in London. Got 2 other dudes. I'll just plop you down here somewhere, man. We're going to put you near Wembley. Probably not your hometown, but Imi, not Icky. Okay, is that spelling? Yeah, it's Imi L17 from London. Dude, thanks for watching the tour. Thanks for watching the Giro. I did put a lot of work into the Giro, too. It's kind of shocking, too. I thought the Giro would have been so much bigger. Dude, the Tour de France is so far and away the biggest bike race in the world. It's kind of scary. And if I think back, yeah, I bet you La Vuelta had the same kind of like people watching as the Giro did. I thought the Giro would have been a lot bigger for me, and it wasn't. So, Amy, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Please comment in the chat more often. Dawn saying this chat is dudes with dudes chatting about dudes. Rail, I guess those are disputed borders in Guyana. I think way back when there was a French Guyana, there was a British Guyana way back when. Dalimar, anybody from Puerto Rico? Dalimar, I think that's where you're originally from, and now you live in Iowa, but I'm not sure if we used that yet. Because there will come a time, guys. Oh, Dalimar, I did put you in Iowa. I mean, in Puerto Rico. Dalimar, you might have 2 pins. I think you have 2 pins. Oh, Iowa throws me off every time. Maybe I've got you just there. Okay, we're going to jump out, though. Welland's on the front. McNulty, Greasy, up there as well. Jorgensen, not that far back. Watching him right now. Jorgensen, you can always stands out because he's a very white dude. He's Jorgensen, I think, is a ginger. Yeah, he is. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Pedersen Payne Dangle. I like that. Who's this? Miss Darby, hello, tuned in for the first time. I'm in York, North Yorkshire, England. Miss Darby, welcome aboard. You're in. So let's just zoom out here, guys. I should know my homeland, but I don't. Guys, I'm originally from the UK, York. Yeah, no idea right now. North Yorkshire. Okay, so you're up here. There you are. Miss Darby, tuning in for the first time. Miss Darby, how did you miss the first 8 stages? What were you doing instead? Were you on vacation? Miss Darby, glad to have you here. Just got you plonked down there in York. Since it's your first time here, guys, I was born right up here near LMF. I was born. So LMF is the guy closest to my birthplace. I was born in North Shields, Tynemouth. This is my homeland right here. I've never been back. I think I'm going to do it in the future. Maybe I was born at the North Tyneside General Hospital. What do you guys think? Maybe that's my birthplace. Oh my God, I'm getting shivers. Maybe I was born right here. Yeah, I was. I'm going to ask my mom today. What hospital, Mom, do you remember? 8 riders in our front group. We have 7 chasers. Peloton at 122. Guys, and this is what I've been saying. Look at the Peloton. 32 riders. I think there's... wonder how many we have in the race in total right now. Still got to be a high number. We got a group of 8, a group of 7, 32, dropped riders 60. So right now, guys, showing up at the official site, we have 33 and 62. We have 95 riders that are 2 minutes minimum behind the yellow jersey group. 95 riders. So more than half of the peloton right now, of the race, is 2 minutes back. Very, very small groups at the front here. Love it. The race is really on. Yorkshire pudding. Love it. One of my favorite things to eat, guys. Every Sunday night, roast beef, mashed potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, peas. That's a meal. Yeah, the Jaws theme for UAE on the front. Waiting to see Tom Pickock here just railing the descent here, guys. Dudes, it might be Bike Terror time again. Bike Terror time. Just trying to see if we can get some perspective here of the descent. Should be a hard corner coming up here pretty quick. Remember, so I'm always playing a little game of watching this. So that road would have continued through there probably. Yeah, it does. And they've just hidden the road. We got some data dumps coming up. I hate when that happens. I'm trying to show you the best of Bike Terra, but it's the data coming from the Tour de France that Bike Terra has to play with to bring it all back. Maybe the descents are too fast to actually show you what's going on. UAE strategy is often to keep the brake on a leash for a long time and only slow down near the finish line. Yeah. Oh, check this out. Dude, I hope Halal, appreciate it. We have the GT Challenge de las Americas Guyana Grand Prix, first in our country. So what, dude? Like first bike race in Guyana? Dude, fill me in more on this. Dude, that should be on PCS. Yeah, what kind of bike race is that? James Mail. Hi, it's Julius from Uganda. Julius from Uganda. Friggin' rights, dudes. You're here. Friggin' rights, dudes. That is so Canadian, dudes. That's like friggin' rights, eh? Friggin' rights. That is Canadiana at its best, guys. Dude, that is so hockey, like Bob and Doug McKenzie. Uganda. Dude, representing Africa, seriously underrepresented here. Uganda. Dude, yeah, you're right in the center here, dude. Right along the Rift Valley. Dude, I love this part of the world. The Rift Valley on the eastern side of Africa, very tectonically active. Eventually, this part of Africa will just be completely ripped in half. Uganda on the very far end of it. We have the lake should be showing up here. Maybe not here. I'm going to use the other one. Now, he said his name was Julius. There's got James there, but that's okay. Julius, you're in, dude. Representing Uganda. First Ugandan in the mix, dudes. Spelt that wrong. Saw that already. Let's fix that up. Julius, dudes, thank you so much for listening and letting us know where you're from. Dudes, I'm going to go over to Google Maps for a little bit here. I want to get the names of the lakes in the Rift Valley here. Yeah, so there's Uganda. What's this lake? Oh, Lake Victoria. Yeah, love it. Then there should be Lake Tanganyika. This one, Lake Tanganyika, Rift Valley. And I forget what just happened there. Oh, we zoomed way in there. That's all that happened. Lake Tanganyika and the other one, Lake Malawi. That's right. So, home to cichlid fish, guys. I used to be big into cichlids back in the day. Super hardy, beautiful, colorful fish. They tend to be aggressive, most cichlids. They're fighters. This is where they all come from, right here. So we got Uganda represented. We've got Rwanda represented. South Africa. Eritrea's represented. There's got to be more. We've got one dude, Daniel from Botswana. Dudes, we got a lot of work to put in here. Second week of the Tour de France. Africa's going to step up and make it happen for me. I think we're at about 160 pins right now. So there's a bike race going off in Guyana today. I think he said it was the first ever bike race there. Josette Garcia enjoying your live broadcast from Manila in the Philippines. Manila? Yeah, absolute cycling freaks. So we've got, it looks like Josette here from Manila. And Manila is not jumping on me now. I'm so blind right now. I think I might have covered up the name Manila. So I think it's in the middle of the country or more to the north. There it is right there. I think Manila is a giant city too. So we're going to put Josette here. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's Josette. I like that name. I don't think I've ever heard that name before. Josette. Love it. Love your name. There's Josette. On the map. Philippines really coming out in force, guys. Dominant cycling fans on the descent here. Mathieu van der Poel. It's kind of lumpy, bumpy, this descent, guys. So we bomb downhill, false flatty, little dips, little kicks up. Then we're going to finally over right into the 90-kilometer point. Another kind of serious descent for a good kilometer or two. Then we start climbing again up to category 3. It did just show here points over the top of that climb. Tom Pitcock picks up 5 points. Quinn Simmons 3. Tobias Halland Johansson 2 points. And Leonard Van Eetveld gets 1 point. UAE's like, okay, we got to start working here. UAE is going to just not let them get too far up the road. They're always trying to get a stage win. At this point, it's anyone's chance of winning here, guys. Dave was born at Church and Bloor, Toronto Grace Hospital. Last time the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. Ooh. Yo from Wade Giddo. Wade, bro, I know you've been here before. I know Wade's been here before. Okay, so James, that's Julius, is from Uganda. I am in Rubaga Division, Kampala District. Yep, Victoria, Malawi, and Tanganyika. Dude, great fish from there. If you're into fish, great place. Like cichlids, really pretty, really colorful, can be aggressive. Actually, my sister and her husband are into saltwater now. And I was thinking saltwater back in the day, but dude, saltwater fish are pricey and very susceptible to not having good water conditions. The water conditions go off at all, they die. Dude, 36 degrees Celsius out there. African cichlids are so tough. Your water can turn green and they're in there just lurking like, yeah, we love this. The water, you can pour fresh water out of the tap and the cichlids are like, yeah, what, bro? Thanks. It's like a shower on me. They're hardy and very active. I love them. That's 30 years ago, guys. Who's this dude? Tokos. Poggy definitely losing again today. He's not going to win the stage, I don't think, but I wouldn't call it a loss as he's defending the GC. Matthew Vanderpool. Let's go, Matthew. Today could be your day. Okay. On ancient maps, the Nile was represented by its three roots that came from three separate lakes. Could those be the Malawi, Victoria, and Tanganyika? Yeah, dude, I know it comes way from the south there. The Egyptians had this info from the Nubians. Yeah, the Nubians, an ancient culture. Are they represented in some of the Egypt stuff? What do you guys think about that? I know a lot of people say that the Sphinx, the face on the Sphinx, maybe it's more Nubian than Egyptian. I don't want to get myself in trouble. I know people are pretty proud of that stuff, and Rail saying, and the Nubians were wandering deep into equatorial Africa. Don, cichlids are great fish. I used to have Oscars. Me too, Don. And Jack Dempsey's. Me too. We would feed the goldfish and guppies and sometimes shrimp. I did a lot of bloodworms. You get it like in a little frozen packet. Yeah, I had like 3 tanks going. This would have been during my early college, university years. Vanderpool looking good here, looking determined. Yeah. What a dude. He's like, yeah, man, I wonder what I'm going to do with the Lambo later today. Matcher, keep riding. Bobby, hey, how do we reach out to you? Bobby, hey, dude, you're number one there right now. Hey, how do we reach out to you in regards to potential collaborations and projects? Dudes, you can reach out to me through the YouTube channel, Facebook. So guys, on Facebook, I have 2 Facebook channels, pages. I have Colin Emerson, that's me, normal dude. On my Facebook page, I talk cycling and real estate and my daughters, stuff like that. On Facebook, I also have Inside Cycling World, which is kind of just mostly cycle. I've mixed the two now because Colin is Inside Cycling World. I have an Instagram. I have an Inside Cycling World Instagram. Dude, any way you want. And if anyone wants to reach out, anytime, let me know. If you want to send me cookies and crackers from your part of the world, send them. I'll give you the address. I'll even give you my phone number. I have passed out my phone number, man. There's a few members in this channel who have my phone number, and I have talked to them on the phone. Eduardo Campomanes. Eduardo Campomanes here listening from the Philippines. Eduardo, see what I'm saying, guys? It's the Filipinos who absolutely dominate cycling fandom. Do we have Eduardo on here? And he's from where? Okay, just the Philippines. Thank you. Because when I got to look for towns, it gets hard. Drop a pin, Mindoro. Dude, I'd love to visit the Philippines too. Does anyone have a beach house they want to lend me for a month in the Philippines? Please let me know. A long flight. Colin would be destroyed on that flight. I am 6'2" and on planes these days. That's not fair. But whatever. I don't complain about it that much. Just on my channel in front of all you guys. Dudes, 350 people plus here right now. Guys, and thank you for the support and the likes. We're routinely getting 40,000 views per video. Best video so far, I'll let you guys know, had 72,000 views. Does not beat last year's record. Yeah, Bobby, if you want to reach out anytime, dude. Just send me a message somewhere on Facebook. I will get to it today or anytime. I like this too. The rail saying here, the ancient Egyptians were also transporting gold and bronze from a place called Punt. Dude, I think I heard that, which is either Mozambique or maybe even Zimbabwe, where they could overhear about large lakes deep in Africa. Dude, I love it. Guys, I thought about this a while ago. I get it. Gold. Yeah, it's great. Why did every culture around the world value gold so much? Why every culture has valued gold? Cultures at different times, like He just said here the Egyptians, gold. That's like 4,500 years ago. I think Egyptians' first roots were what, 2,500 BC? Why did the Aztecs love gold? Why did the South Americans love gold? Yeah, I get it. It's pretty and it's decorative, but why didn't they say, oh, we love schist? Why didn't they say, oh, we love mica? Schist is a type of rock. Mica is, I guess, is mica a mineral? Yeah, I think mica originally, guys, was used back when for eyeshadow for women. It's that little sparkly, shiny stuff. Like originally, OG. Uh, yeah. Why every culture loved gold? Could they have been talking to each other? I don't know. The break is working together. 8 riders in this break. Peloton at 117. Jump back over here, and you can see that over here too, guys. 8 riders in the break. Peloton at 117. Just take a little look at the map here. I'm going to jump right into it right now. So we got quite a scattering of groups here over that Category 2 climb. In the heat, it's hurting out there today, guys. We're traveling north right now after this town here. It looks like Trigiac. We will be going in an easterly direction up the Category 3. Should be 2 and 1 points available there on the climb. Yep. The Côte de la Croix du Puy. 4.8 kilometers at 5.7%. So it is quite the drag here coming up. Guys, we talk, okay, more from Rail here. Ancient Egyptians were proficient at censoring their Nubian influences, and they also scrapped history records from when they were ruled by the Nubian dynasty. Yeah, dude. The new guys take over. They kind of try to eliminate all that stuff and say, yeah, this is our stuff. Poggy means handsome in the Philippines, so I'm definitely not Poggy. Poggy's at the race. Yep, freeze-dried worms. They would come in little cubes. Totally Don. Yeah, I had tons. I had a 120-gallon tank, and I probably had like a couple of 60-gallon tanks. Yeah, Poggy's easily keeping yellow, guys. There's no one in this front group that can even bother Poggy. Tobias Halland Johansson, he's at almost 10 minutes back. I think he's 13th overall. Yeah, he sits 13th overall right now. And obviously, this gap will come down before the finish. Rail saying Campo Manis. I recognize the name, maybe a cyclist. I'm not sure. Is Eduardo Campomanes a cyclist? Aaron saying it's getting salt. Aaron, what's going over on Peacock? Oh, nice. Yeah, Don saying, Colin, I had Tiger Oscars. That's the ones I had with the stripes. Red Oscars and a black one. Up to 5 in a 75-gallon tank. Great stuff. The good thing about Oscars, big, tough-looking fish, generally pretty chill. Oscars, they look like tough dudes, but really not that bad. I had one called, I think it was called a Managuense. I think it's a South African cichlid. Spotted, or they call it the wolf cichlid. Spotted all over, black and white, and it had 2 big teeth that stuck up. Yeah, aggressive. There's also one called the Red Devil. They fight everything. You can't really put stuff in the tank, or they'll just fight everything. Yeah, real. Gold is valuable because it's shiny, it's got a great color, and easily malleable. Yeah, dude, exactly. But why did everyone think the exact same thing? Aren't there other malleable metals? Why not copper? Why wasn't copper was important, obviously, but why wasn't copper said like, oh, copper, it's the greatest stuff on the planet. It's super malleable. It's shiny. Right? You know what I'm saying? Why gold? Why every culture, gold, 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 gold. We all gotta have gold, gold, gold. These cultures weren't connected. Why gold? Why not copper? Why do all cultures love gold? Is like asking why humans. Dude, I think copper is pretty. That's I guess the point I'm trying to make. I'm moving on from that now. Who's this? Vander Celis. Who's leading right now, dude? We got 8 riders up the road. Derek G. West, Simmons, Baudin, Vanderpool, Tobias Halland Johansson, Pablo Castrillo, Leonard Van Eetvelt, and Mr. Tom Pitcock. They have a 1:15 gap over the peloton. The peloton is very small. It's showing up as 39 riders right now. There's a ton of riders out the back. Hot and heavy day here in this medium hills type day. It's not a mountain stage, but it's hot. The riders are getting tired. Rest day is tomorrow. Rest day for these riders probably means a 60 to 80 kilometer light spin. So when these guys are doing their light spin, I want you to go outside and ride 60K. I won't. I'm not doing that. So Vandercellis, where are you from? Zandercellis. Xander with an X. Dude, it's just kind of a quinky dink to me. No, the ancient cultures were not talking to each other. Yeah, I know. It's just humans' nature to like nice colors and shiny things. So everyone likes gold color. Does no one like the coppery color? Yet we still make copper jewelry. Get what I'm saying? Why did all cultures not develop the wheel then? You know, like, yeah, it's just strange to me. We got Paul here from Kansas. It's Little Paul. Little Paul, dude, you're on. Dude, you're on. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Dude's 61.8 kilometers to go. We got Little Paul here from Kansas. And dude, you might be the first Kansas guy. Oh, we got one more. We got KS Duathlete. So Little Paul here is from Overland Park, Kansas. Dude, I'm not going to be able to find that right now, I don't think. Dude, I'm just going to drop you in. He says he's loving the show. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Thank you. Dude, 161 map points. Lil Paul. Save. Yeah, you're on it, dude. You are on the map. Let's just zoom out so we can see him. Little Paul here. He's near some park in Kansas here. Kansas would be a great place to live too, outside of the tornadoes. Little Paul, have you experienced a tornado? Like right nearby. Gonzo Johnny, I was watching Tour of Austria. One of my favorite riders is about to retire and got a third place in GC. Bauke Mollema. Dude, I love him too. Book Mollema. Mana from heaven equals gold. That's what Fab Cycline's saying. Mr. John Dwyer. There we go. That's a good one there. Mr. John Dwyer. Gold doesn't oxidize, so it's valued for its permanence. Its mass won't change over time. Copper will. Copper will oxidize. Dude, that's a good point. Mr. John Dwyer, where are you from, man? Very good point. Yeah, I just think it's funny how, like guys, gold, I get it. I know it's got a bunch of industrial uses. It's very pretty. It's super malleable. That you can draw gold into like wires. Lenny Martinez getting a push here. I'm not sure if he had a full bike change there or just a wheel. Jumps on the EF car's rear bumper. But like diamonds, you know, that's another one. Oh, and now that we can make them in the lab, are they really worth anything anymore? Are diamonds worth anything anymore? Yeah, there's industrial diamonds. So good for that. But are like jewelry diamonds really worth anything? Especially when you make ones that are identical in the lab. Because I know they're doing that now. Not lab grown. These are natural diamonds. Rip off. So yeah, great point by Mr. John Dwyer. I hope you comment where you're from, dude. D-Trek's back from Gatineau. D-Trek in Gatineau, is that correct? Dude, I hope I'm right. D-Trek from Gatineau here. No, D-Trek's Montreal. D-Trek is Montreal. Dude, D-Trek's back. D-Trek, I am coming out to Montreal here for the World Championships. And I'm also hoping that someone in the Philippines is going to offer me a beach house somewhere. I can work on my tan. You will see the white thong that day. No, you're not. That's never going to happen. Fab, you know exactly where I'm coming from, dude. Fab loves my conspiracy talk here. Or maybe it's because the first humans mined gold for the aliens for thousands of years and just baked into your genetics. Yes, dude, you got it. Dude's just messing around here. Campo Mani's name is also known in chess. Yeah, dude, that's right. The red devil fish is yellow. That's right. It's not red. Um, Doughy. Doughy sun worshippers. Doughy, where are you from? Nothing like dropping a little common knowledge every now and then. That's right. Common knowledge, guys. Copper was all the rage before iron. Law, there's no conspiracy. It's just human nature. Yeah, dude, exactly. I don't know what's prettier, gold or diamonds. I think gold's nicer. I think diamonds just like nothing. Yeah, the Bronze Age, copper and tin. Obviously, common knowledge is bronze. Uh, the ancient peoples were not stupid. They understood better than our society today where actual life and even consciousness comes from. I've got another John here. Gold is very inert and rare, which means that all gold that has dude, I like this. All gold that has ever been mined is still around. It never is. It's permanent. Your gold fillings may once have been a wedding ring or vice versa. Yeah, dude, that's possible. I like this one too, dude. I've seen this one before. Dude, check this out. All the gold that has ever been refined would only fill 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. I've heard that something like that before. Yeah, it's really not a lot of gold. Dude, we're 3.3 kilometers from the top here in an 8% segment. It's Holland Johansson leading the way, Matthew van der Poel, Quinn Simmons, Derek G looking good today, guys. Leonard Van Eetvelt still there. I believe that's Castrillo from Movistar. Pitcock, one other rider just off the screen on the right-hand side I can't see right now. We're moving along at around 21 Ks an hour. Yellow Jersey Group deciding it's time to bring you guys back. Tim Wellens wants to go on a break later in the day. Oh, sorry guys, on the wrong screen here. On the climb right now. We're 50 seconds from the break to Poggy. Gold is way shiny and gold color more pretty than copper. I guess that's subjective to me. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty subjective. I mean, a color? Dude, what's your favorite color? Blue? Nah, mine's better. Mine's better. You know what I'm saying? Like copper, gold, silver, it's all shiny. Okay, Quansamont though, yeah, so gold never deteriorates, never rusts, so that's its true value. Is there any, what about titanium? What about titanium? Let's throw that one into the mix. Uh, Yeah, rail. I would ask why platinum is so revered, even though it's no different to be. Maybe platinum doesn't oxidize either, because silver will, and a lot of people like an oxidized silver or tarnished silver on coins. Don't ever clean your coins, guys. Uh, ooh. So okay, so is it Paula de Guir or is it Paul Aldeguir? Been here for over 40 years and I've never experienced a tornado. Wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna jump back here for a second, guys. Back to Kansas. So little Paul, and I'll do a quick refresh. Guys, we get tornado warnings every day right now. Thankfully, ours are pretty mild here, but our thunderstorms. What's really bad here? Hailstorms. Like hail can just destroy an entire subdivision. In fact, there's a place called, I think it's Stavely, Alberta. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a search here for you quickly. Was it Stavely? Stavely, Alberta. Okay. Stavely, Alberta yesterday. This is east of me. Oh, sorry, it's south of me. I'm up here, it's down south. Reported grapefruit sized hailstones yesterday. 95 millimeters in diameter. That's just under 4 inches. Just under 4 inch wide hail. Hail is just so damaging out here. We get very, very small tornadoes. One nasty tornado went through, where is it? There's a lake campground here, killed a few people a few years back. And there was, I think, a very powerful tornado that went through Edmonton up here, like through a major city in the 80s. And I think it destroyed a mobile home park. I'm guessing, I'm just going to ballpark 20 people died, something like that. It's kind of, yeah, a little bit too far back for me to remember. Yeah, gold is a conductor too. Exactly. Yeah, guys, I've seen videos on YouTube where guys are taking apart old phones that people abandon and extracting the gold out of them. Dogs going ballistic. Probably an Amazon delivery. Dave's saying I've learned more here in 10 minutes than 12 years of school. Yeah, it could be the Inside Cycling World educational system, guys. That's what it is. Learn your real education here from smart people. You guys. Quick connection here. Overland Park, Kansas is the location of an operations center for the company I work for. Dudes, back to racing here. It's 53 seconds. Tim earlier with the sprinters, they're 13 minutes down on Poggy. Dogs are howling upstairs. Almost at the top, guys. Should be still 8 riders in this group. There is 8 riders in the group, and then we have 6 riders for UAE on the front, 4 for Visma in that chasing yellow jersey group. 39 riders in that group. So it's going to be a long, hard day for some dudes out here. Rock Spider again. Hi, Colin. Great stories today. Hey, dudes, here's another one I wanted to bring up. Data centers. Data centers. Okay, so we got the internet. It's great. We all love the internet. I love the internet. I love my video games. I love streaming everything. Why all of a sudden do we need another 3,000 data centers? I think that's the number in North America. Why all of a sudden do we need these giant data centers everywhere? Isn't the internet working? I thought it worked pretty good. Like, what's it really for? Because right now, they're all over Alberta. Olds, Alberta. Guys, there's the town of Olds. Here's the entire town of Olds right here. This is 10,000 people live in this town. Okay? I'm looking at the squares. And guys, I'm really good. This sounds stupid. I'm really good at looking at squares, guys. Because I can tell exactly how big a section is right away. A section of land. One section of land is 1 mile by 1 mile. So if you look at this intersection here, out to this intersection here, 1 mile. You look at that one to up to this corner, there's no real intersection, there's no cross-cutting road, 1 mile. Back to this point here, 1 mile. I know the highway's over here. This is secondary road. And you come back down south here, 1 mile. They're talking about putting a data center here that takes almost up this entire 1 mile by 1 mile area. Look at how big the town of Olds is. 1, 2, 3. It's not even 3 full square miles, the whole town. There's little bits here by the college. Why do we need this data center here? And why do we need so many of them all of a sudden? Like, what's the big push for? Data centers, data centers, data centers. It just keeps going on and on. Someone that's involved in this, let me know why we desperately need all these data centers when I'm pretty content with my internet. Don't need it to be any faster. What are we computing? What's going on? Rolling guys. Randfontein is a gold mining town. That's from Willen. That's where he lives. Gonna keep reading here, guys. De Beers is the only reason diamonds are worth anything. Yeah. Marketing. Gold. Got your pun there, Dave. De Beers diamonds. Okay, you go. Yeah. Mr. John Dwyer, drop me on your pin map as John, if you like, Buckingham, England. John Dwyer here, guys. So let's do that as well. Buckingham. Where is Buckingham? Like as in the palace? Dude, I don't know. Okay, we're putting John Dwyer. I'm going to put John, and put your full name down so I can figure you out later. Mr. John Dwyer. Actually, you're just going to John Dwyer. Spelt that wrong already. I know that. And yeah, it's completely destroyed today. John Dwyer. Dwyer. And I'm going to figure it out all later. Okay, boom. Another pin. We need more pins. We need more pins. Rail prefers gold. Great yellow shade. Mr. DiBiase. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Going to be lurking again today, but watching the stream on TV still. Yeah, the gap right now, guys. 53 seconds. Been holding solid there. Tim Wellen's doing all the work on the front right now. 8 riders out front. Ooh, nice. Pidcock gets the points again over the climb. We just covered 100 kilometers, guys. We've only got 55 Ks to go. Next little segment here with the Category 3 climb and the Category 4 up to Montbisseau, the highest point today. Apparently the highest point in this region. Very, very short climb is Category 4. 1 point available. Quite lumpy, bumpy through this area with a long drag up to that climb. John saying here, this is the other John. Gold is thought to be only be created in supernova explosions when giant stars, approximately 12 times the mass of the sun, die. Okay. D-Trek Montreal. Are you bringing your bike? Let's go for a call in a friends group ride. Dude, I'm gonna get back on the outside riding hard here. Dude, I've been off 5 days right now. Hating myself for it. We gotta work on the tans. Oh, Rail was saying the Côte de la Croix de Puy, the most often climbed in the tour from all climbs to date. Gonna keep rolling. Oh, John's saying scientists have managed to make gold. Is that true, dude? I didn't know that was true. In particle accelerators like the Large Hadron Collider, but they can only make it a few atoms at a time. Okay. Dude, I didn't know they could do that. Willem worked as a surveyor on gold mines my whole life. Oh. Erebus volcano in Antarctica, doesn't it erupt some gold particles? Dude, drinking coffee here. Quinn on the front. It looks like Leonard Van Eetvelt riding beside him here. Again, this part's going to be quite lumpy. Downhills, uphills. It's kind of up and down all the way through this next segment. Then it starts dragging up to the category climb. The caravan is approximately 40 kilometers ahead, throwing out bucket hats, souvenir flags, Tic Tacs, you name it. Tic Tacs. Whatever. Yeah, rail. Yeah, dude, it was in the 80s. In 1987, wasn't the powerful tornado in Edmonton in 87. Superconductor. Yeah, that's a great Rush song. Got it in my head right now. Dave saying Toronto is on a fault line. Toronto is on a fault line. Friggin' rights, eh? Let's throw that one out there again. At the end of Tornado Alley, yet we rarely have either. Yeah, we get tornado warnings every day right now. It's been a really, but it's normal, but kind of the same. During Calgary Stampede, you go to the Stampede in Calgary, last day today, guys. I haven't been down there once. Hot and sunny, blue skies all day, end of the day. Hail, massive rainstorms, people running for their lives, trying to hide from the rain, hiding under anything. So normal. I think this year it's been a little bit more energetic, though, is what I would say. A little bit more energetic. It's obviously all because I farted last week. So, you know, global warming and whatnot. Just talked to my friend. He lives in Vegas. His electric bill, AC blaring, full blast. His electric bill, $114. Mine last month, don't even barely run AC here, $343. Thank you, carbon tax. Thank you. Because of Canada, we've stopped global warming, guys. Yeah. Why? And here goes Colin ranting about data centers like the third. Oh, we're going to get more data center ranting coming up. Rock Spider says, FYI, I arrived in Edmonton 1 day before the huge tornado and was driving to Fort McMurray. It took about 12 hours and scared the hell out of everyone. Dude, crazy. John saying data centers are free. But for what, though? For what? So that some AI can make up some fake description of something that I probably know more about? When I say I mean people? Like, oh, here's a quick summary of what's going on. I got to keep scrolling, guys. I think I'm pretty far behind right now. Data centers needed to power AI usage, energy suckers. Yeah, water wasters. Dudes, everyone hated natural gas in Alberta. Everyone hated Alberta. And now, going to be powered by clean, green, natural gas power. Now it's all like we've all forgotten that part of it because now there's so much money in data centers. Guys, it's so true. This is what's happening. Kind of sounds like a conspiracy, but they're promoting it that we're going to use clean burning natural gas. So now it's okay to burn natural gas because it's for AI data centers, but not okay when we were trying to heat our homes at minus 43, minus 44 degrees Celsius. Use a solar panel, heat your home. Good luck. Zen is saying geography or cycling. What's going on here? Both. We're doing it all. We're having gold talk, ancient Egyptians, cichlid talk, AI data center rants. What else do you guys want? What else do you guys want today? Delamo's got a good one here. I suffer from epilepsy, diagnosed 8 years ago. I am 50 and need a coach in order to use my bike again. I walk every day, but I love my bike. My brain needs a coach who understands epilepsy. Dude, I heard that somewhere that they were saying that cycling in particular is incredibly good for aging, as the large muscle masses in your hammies and your quads, probably your buttocks too, develop something that does something in your brain that slows, I don't know, cognitive degeneration down. I don't know if that's true. Railier, data centers are for AI, but it seems the AI costs more than just natural workforce, so maybe the future is not as bright for AI. Also, AI is just terrible. That's what I think, dudes. AI is only good as the stuff that it finds. It's just scraping and throwing a crap story together. What if the stuff it's scraping is wrong? I saw somewhere out there right now that they said over 50% of the stuff that's on the internet is not even correct anymore. Anyone else heard that? Here we go, Greg. Data centers are processing data. They use the internet, but they are not internet hubs. They have lots of servers and hard drives. So, dude, but why now is there's this huge push for data centers now? 10 years ago, did we talk about, I guess what I'm saying is, how much better does it need to be? Wasn't the internet pretty good? When are we getting 20G? Like, how much do you really need? How much? It seems like it's like we need more, we need more, we need more, we need faster, 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 faster. We need 20G, 50G, 100G, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. Fab went straight conspiracy on me here, dude. You went straight conspiracy. Data centers are there for surveillance of domestic population to train robots to take your job. Straight conspiracy. I love it, man. I'm willing to listen. Abraham, he just says, hey, Abraham, where you from, dude? Where you from? Railson, I was a big proponent of AI like a decade ago, but seeing what's being created with AI, I lose more and more. Yeah, AI music, who cares? Dude, I see these things, they pop up on my thing and whatever on my streams. I couldn't get my internet to work until I did this. Now I just click this one app and it generates everything for me. And I got 48,000 views per day. If that's the case, wouldn't everyone just do the exact same thing? Then where's the value? Why don't we all just get said app powered by AI, hit the button, develop these stupid sites that are just made by AI? They're all going to make the exact same thing, the exact same thing, the exact same thing. Dudes, while I'm here, dudes, I'm doing this live, okay? So, Facebook, I wanted to talk about Greg Leach. This is cycling content, guys. Cycling content, and he shows up right away. I'm so glad this guy. So I asked Greg Leach here. I messaged him last night, dudes. He's an artist. And right away, guys, take a look at his artwork. It's so good. He watches the Tour de France. I'm hoping you guys can see this. He watches the Tour de France and does these, I think it's water-based kind of sketches, paintings on the fly. And he'll put a little comment down. So, guys, I'm just going to, dudes, here's his videos. So I've asked him already, guys. He's got a YouTube channel. I think it's called Art of Cycling Greg. I'm not sure how you say your name. I think he has an Instagram. He's got Facebook, obviously. But, dude, look at his sketches here. He's doing this as he watches. Dude, this one here. Stage 9 of the Tour de France, live-ish now. See all my Tour de France 2026 cycling art. Watercolors from the stage later today at the Art of Cycling blogspot. I'm just going to go back through a few of them, guys. Dudes, this one here, this Gates, where we went through that walled city, that's where we had the big slowdown in the peloton where they all came to a stop. It's so good. Dude, right here. Dude, I can see Tim earlier doing that. There's Binyan Gurmai. Who would this be? I'm not sure who that is there. But he'll have, okay, I'm going to zoom in on this one. Okay, we can't see all of it. Oh, that's Olav Koy. That's the decathlon rider, Olav Koy right there. He's got him down. I'm not sure if the number. Dude, this one, inside of 2 kilometers. This is no, it's Liam Slock. Remember Liam Slock took off and I was screaming for him to make it all the way? Dude, these are really freaking good. Holding off the peloton with 17K to go, Liam Slock, Lotto Intermarché. Guys, look up the Art of Cycling, look up Grieg Leach. I think he has a little bit of a gallery. Here's Philipsen beating Mats Pedersen, and it looks like Max Cantor there at an intermediate, and that's what it says here, intermediate sprint point. Okay, here's a better look at that one where they went up through that walled city. Okay, so apparently, and I'm glad he sells them, this painting has sold, but digital prints are available at my website. Dude, I love this. Thank you for letting me show that. I did ask for permission to show all that stuff. He has a YouTube channel where you can see him do kind of like time lapse of all his paintings. And back to the chat. And I'll be reading about that 15 minutes from now in the chat when I catch up. Bucks, okay, gonna keep reading here. Okay, so they're not internet hubs, it's for data processing. Will call and pin Lorena. Yeah, guys, I guess with data centers for me, it's like there's a huge push for them now. Everyone hates them. All the people live, because it's generally near small towns. Why aren't they putting them in big cities? Put it right beside a big city. Because the land's too expensive. I get it. I understand that. But to me, it's like, how much more processing do we need? Aren't things running pretty good right now? Like, are we all going to be cyborgs eventually? I'm just hearing T2 theme song playing in my head right now. Breakaways holding, Mr. John Dwyer. I don't think you found Buckingham for me. It's just east of Oxford. Yeah, dude, I just plunked you in there, Mr. John Dwyer. I'll have to adjust that one later. And I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here, guys. Oh, love the song, the Sting song, Fields of Gold. I love that song. Aaron, carbon tax is a legit economic weapon tool. Yeah, guys, it's funny. Mexico, no carbon tax. USA, no carbon tax. The country with the smallest population, massive carbon tax. So why am I paying 3 times the bill for not running AC versus my friend who lives in Las Vegas? Now, granted, he lives in an apartment, but his AC is on full blast. 110 every day, barely drops below 90 at night, and he's paying 1/3 carbon tax. F you. It doesn't solve anything. It just looks good on paper. I'm just trying to catch up, guys. I'm just looking for things that catch my eyes. I know I'm way behind. Sorry, dudes. Yeah, Johnny, cycling is a great way of keeping the brain and body. Yeah, dude, just go out for a 4 or 5 mile ride. Your first ride out, if you're not riding, you're gonna feel crippled. When I jumped back on my road bike in 2017, we've only got 46 Ks to go here, guys. 46 Ks. That's all we got left. Gonna keep updating here too. Kind of hitting a little bit of a low point here in this lumpy bumpy section. Then we start climbing again. We're going to be climbing for the next 20 kilometers, just making our way slowly uphill, false flatty, all the way to Mont Bisou. When I got back into road cycling in 2017, I did a 10-kilometer ride. When I got off the bike and did my little short walk to my house, I felt paralyzed. My butt was so numb. But dudes, once you get used to it, like all my friends, like, dude, how do you ride such a narrow saddle? Easy. They're like, no, I want a big wide saddle. I go, then you're going to have chafing. Once you kind of get used to it, you don't even notice it. So if you're not riding, get riding. It's good for you. Okay. Right here, Dalimar saying, Colin, it is true. We can think more clearly. Our memory is better. Our vagal nerves help us faster to recuperate. I just need a coach who can begin with me like baby steps. Yeah, guys, I have people my age. They haven't worked out since their early 20s. I'm like, dude, when it comes to running 10 flights of stairs, yeah, I'm on it. Anything like that. Cardio. You got the big muscles in your quads. They help stabilize your knees. Yeah, man, come on, get riding. Trying to catch up. Paulo Sambataro's back again. You are on the board. Um, uh, yeah, dude. I know. Yeah, Greg loves AI. Are you not showing us data from all kinds of sources arranged all kinds of ways using cameras, GPS, systems, blah, 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 and I'm complaining about it? Yeah, dude, that's true, but I don't need any more. Like, how much? Like, I don't understand. Like, I guess my question, Greg, is why this huge demand now for data centers everywhere? It's not like we need one more here. One, like, I guess, okay. Why is there demand all of a sudden? There's demand all over Alberta for data centers now. Why isn't there line like Western states, Western US, Central US, Eastern? Same with Canada. I've read something that said there's over 3,500 data centers planned. And obviously, I'm guessing, Greg, you work in the field. I don't. So there's probably some bias. Team radio coming through here. I just think, is there really, well, maybe there's just, yeah, a bottleneck of data. Okay, I don't care. Let's go full Terminator. Boys, listen up. Michael Matthews is in the group with you. This is Decathlon. Jaco is in the group with you. His radio is broken, and the team asked for a favor. Oh, wow. If you can tell Matthews that his team car is here, just tell Matthews is doing a little favor to another team here. So his radio is broken. Jaco is trying to say, yeah, Michael Matthews, we are here. They can't, so the Decathlon boys are going to be relaying it. Yeah, I just think it's kind of weird. Like, we need so much more. But yeah, I love tech. I do love tech. Greg, some of the software I used in my geology career, geophysics career, some of the most advanced technology out there. Guys, think about it. When I was working, drilling a well a mile, 2, 3, 4 miles down, turning it sideways in the ground, landing it into a rock formation, drilling sideways a mile. Not only that, turning it around at the far end, doing a button hook, and coming all the way back another mile. If it wasn't for technology, we could never have done that. Ever. So it's not like I'm some kind of Luddite here. That's not the case. I'm going to keep rolling on here, guys. Mr. John Dwyer, cycling question. With 8-man teams, is it no longer possible for a team to look after a GC rider and a sprinter? Are Decathlon doing the best job in respect or possibly Lidl Trek? Yeah, Mads Pedersen, Lidl Trek, Koi. Yeah, dude, I hear what you're saying. Like, some teams will not bring a sprinter if they're riding GC. But you're right. Lidl Trek with the USO. Mads Pedersen sprinting, Decathlon with Paul and Olav Koi. Yeah, they're doing a really good job of spreading it out. .40 clicks, guys. 1 minute, 13 seconds back to the peloton. Ineos is coming up now to give some assistance to UAE. If the break holds, who wins between MVDP and Quinn? Matthew for me all the way. I think he's stronger than Quinn. Okay, gonna blah blah. Oh, Delimore saying she loves the art. As a literature teacher, I bet Gonzo and I can see other meanings behind it. Trek has the numbers. Bernal, yes. Rubio and Carapaz are all South Americans. Yeah, I should be putting the cyclist name on my board. Okay, Quant Savant saying AI can make new things, self-driving cars, and find new medicine, good or bad, and still need humans to decide to use it. Okay, so AI is being used to find new medicines. I didn't know that. I guess the one thing I know, the biggest thing against the data centers for all the people, like because there's one going in the backyard here, is the water consumption. I see that all the time. I don't even know how true that is. I was told that they could recirculate it and reuse it. I'm not a real conspiracy theorist of that because I think they do just recirculate it. They probably have cooling ponds. They cool the water down, bring it right back through. They must. I doubt they're going to go through millions of gallons per day. I don't believe that at all. I just don't know why we need so much more. I'm going to keep moving on here. Um, uh, Tokos. Who's Tokos on? Okay, Tokos thinks Pogacar is losing again today. Dude, he's not losing. He's just doing his job in the GC right now. Riding with his UAE brothers. Mads Pedersen there as well. Paul. Okay, let me see where Paul is actually. Just getting a look on him here. In decathlon here, who do I have with him? T. Spanut is riding right near Poggy. Remco not that far back. Actually, Remco is sitting ahead of Poggy here. We've got 4 Visma riders on front, 2 Ineos riders. One of the Ineos riders comes up with a musette bags, passes a bottle to Tobias Foss. The other rider is Vauquelin. So Vauquelin on bottle duty here. Takes a bottle up to Voss. And still watching you guys. Okay. It's Chris from Nagano. Hey, Colin. Chris here from Nagano, Japan. Rode 20K for a ramen lunch. Ended with, another 48 kilometers by the time. Oh, with 49 kilometers in total. Yeah, guys, I can see both sides of the story with the data centers. I just don't understand why this huge demand. Like, I thought we had enough stuff in place. Maybe I just want to stick with 5G. I don't need any more. Right? Maybe, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Eddie Colin, Derek G for the win. Out of this group, guys, like if I had to have a head up race right now, I'm going with Matthew Van Der Poel every time. Like just the front 8 out of those 8 right there. Quinn would have to be involved in that mix. Are Canadians ever win a stage in Tour de France? Steve Bauer. Steve won a stage. Alex Steeda didn't win a stage. He got time bonifications on a second stage in a day to get the yellow jersey. First ever North American to get the yellow jersey at the Tour de France. Way back in, I don't know, 86, something, 87 maybe. Ramen ride. We have a ramen library in Olds, and everyone says it's fantastic. You go in, it's set up like a library. You select your ramen, do your things. I gotta go check it out. Would be good for my Facebook page. Dude, trying to catch up here. Michael Woods, don't forget about him. Yeah, exactly. Michael Woods, forgot on the Puy de Dôme. Fab Cycling, yeah, I was so happy when I found this channel last year. I just about lost all of my friends over COVID tyranny. Yeah, dudes. I'm definitely not a Luddite, but I just don't understand the huge demand for data centers everywhere right now. I just don't get it. So basically, there won't be any more humans anymore, is what I'm hearing. The robots will be the engineers, geologists, doctors, etc. Yeah, I guess they'll be leading the way. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Dude, I love the comments here. Dawn's back. Dawn's back. Dawn Walutes out at stage 9 in a real tough, dangerous corner. They came through. I don't know how they made it. Have great shots to get to you. Yeah, Dawn, send us the shots. Dawn, I think we communicated through Facebook last year. Just do the same thing or just send me whatever message. I put them together in a little slideshow and then I got to set it up on OBS. So if you can get them to me like later today, tomorrow, I can have it ready for Tuesday. And then we can show Dawn out on course. Okay, Net Company Ineos. It's been a big day, guys. Big day. We need to close the GC gap anyway, so let's get stuck in. Yep. Okay, let's get working, boys. Let's start helping Visma and UAE and pull this baby back. Gonna give this a quick refresh. You guys can hang out here for a second. We're gonna jump back here now. Here's our situation. 8 riders in a breakaway. They've got a 1 minute 20 over the yellow jersey. From there, we bounce back. 7.5 minutes to a group of 62 riders, and then it's a further 9 minutes back to the sprinters autobus on the back. Yeah, dude, Gonzo's talking about something here too. Yeah, that's what I see too. Like, I guess viruses are real, but I guess there's also no proof. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I have no idea. Yeah, we're on the cycling, guys. I'm just trying to catch up, you guys. I'm trying to catch up as quick as I can here. Uh, Little Paul has Alex Baudin in the fantasy team. Alex Baudin today, guys, is up there. Let's take a look at Alex Baudin. He's 25 years old from Albertville, former Olympic site here in France. 64 kilograms, more of a climber, GC rider, not a big sprint. Like if this was to come to a sprint finish against Mathieu van der Poel, Mathieu's going to win this sprint every time. It is a downhill. There is a slight kick at the finish, guys. Slight kick at the finish. So it's not really his type of day today, but you never know. Yeah, so Dawn's going to send pictures, so we'll get them going. Rail saying, what to say about this stage? It's the first time Usul is hosting a stage tour. Stage tour, a tour of the stage. That's what I meant to say there. Busy day coming up for me, guys. Finish this up. Race outside. Bunch of junk to do outside. Gonna go into town quickly. Then at 6:15 tonight, I got to show a property back in Troshu, that little town where I've got a few properties I rent. This one's for a sale. Rail saying, I hope someone will try to counter after Montbasseau. Why is UAE riding for whom? Del Toro won a stage. Poggy also. Yeah, it seems like UAE's riding really hard. I think any stage they want to win. So Montbasseau would be a great place to be in the lead, hitting that descent. You can go on a big runner there. So I'm expecting some attacks to come up here. Derek G, 53 minutes down. I honestly thought Derek G would be a top 10 rider. Derek G right now is 47th overall. 53 minutes down. Derek also rode the Giro. 5th place in the Giro. 53rd. 47th at the Tour de France. So obviously a little bit tired, I think, from the Giro. The Giro Tour double. Not working well for Derek G. And remember, Derek G was like a last week substitution. It was supposed to be Giulio Ciccone here. He got pulled out a week before. In fact, there was a bunch of the main media guys talking about Ciccone's opportunities at the tour. I'm like, well, he's not here. So they obviously film these things way in advance. At the front here, Trek's getting interested again now too. Foss on the front, UAE, Visma, the balance of the UAE team, Red Bull, everyone's getting interested. Mathieu van der Poel working on the front of the breakaway right now. Everyone's taking a turn. Quinn Simmons coming up next. Tobias Halland Johansson. Looks like Alex Baudin is signaling the team car here right now. Probably just grabbing a bottle. Gonna keep going. Yeah, Echo Mike's just saying data centers are rapidly expanding to support AI, cloud computing, streaming, and digital services, requiring massive computing power, storage, and electricity to meet global demand. Yeah, I guess, dude, there must be just so much demand for it that they need more data centers. Okay, I love data centers now. There. Change my mind. Yeah. Johnny's saying I dive very deeply into it, Colin. I will share a short video on the Discord. Dude, do it. Yeah, just jump into Inside Cycling World Discord and dump it in the general chat there, and I can take a look at it. Dawn, Facebook, it would be Inside Cycling World. You can send it there, or you can send it to Colin Emerson. That's my personal page. Personal page, it's still kind of cycling related. It's real estate related. I kind of let the two things cross over, and I probably shouldn't have done that. Where is Baudin on the GC? Baudin on the GC is sitting in 43rd place and is currently 43 minutes and 43 seconds down. It's actually only 1 second ahead of Quinn Simmons. Quinn Simmons will be 42nd, 44th in the GC that way. Dude, he has a lot of hair, doesn't he? He really has a lot of hair. From Durango in the US of A. Peloton now at 108. Poggy's got his team of 6 riders there with him. So who's missing? Niels Pollitt is missing. Let's take a look here for a second. 32 Ks to go. Why am I missing UAE? Where are they? They're number 1. That's right. Yeah, Pollitt's the only guy that's not in here. He's probably way off the back today, having a chill day. Pollitt's missing. Actually, no, there's another one. Who else is in it? Groschartner? No, Groschartner's there. Yeah, there's 2 riders for UAE off the front. Somewhere in the back here. Figure out who that is. Yeah, Derek G. West. Yeah, I just want to say Derek G, but I'm trying to do the G. West just because that's what he changed his name to. Dudes, we're caught up. We are caught up. Caught up. Dudes, still 234 people here on a Sunday, stage 9 of the Tour de France. We have just under 32 kilometers to go right now. Let's see. Guys, I'm going to give you some perspective here on Bike Terra. So we're going to jump into Bike Terra for a second. The data centers just got hit with a massive workload here for me. Just Colin always has to throw a shot in. Here we are traveling along, and it says that the chase group is 770 meters behind right now. So yeah, this would be all internet data usage right here. Because this is all web-based browser stuff. It's all being generated somewhere for me. I don't know. Maybe my PC's doing it. What do I know? Remco here moving along. Yeah, about 750 meters, so well under a kilometer here for them to bring back, guys. It's only a minute. Jump back here. Polka dot jersey wearing Jonas Vingegaard at the moment. Number 11 for Team Visma Lisa Bike right alongside Mads Pedersen. Probably just went back to the team car there for a second, I believe. Working his way back up now. 1 minute, 11 seconds from Poggy up to the front, guys. 8 riders doing their thing up front. Very forested here, too. Forest everywhere, very few towns at the moment. So if we go back to Bike Terra and we jump to Remco and that, it should be just forest everywhere here. It's a long straightaway road. That's pretty much what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it's all we have here is the forest. Wow. Kevin Vauquelin leading this group at the front now. Vauquelin and Tobias Foss sitting on the front here now. Starting to get interested here. Yeah, what a reduced peloton. I think they say it's 39 riders. 40 riders right now. Mads is in the peloton group. Yeah, Mads is in the main yellow jersey group. Johnny saying break is now looking better for a win. Yeah, dude, I think the break's going to stay away. That's my guess. I think the break is staying away today. Matthew Van der Poel pushing hard. Tobias Holland Johansson's there. Pitcock wants to win something. Quinn Simmons is still waiting, I think, for his first... Has he won a stage at the Tour de France? No, he hasn't. He is the U.S. road race champion again. I think he made a comment somewhere. It was like everyone versus him at the road race championship in the U.S. So they all want to beat the world tour guy, right? Tom Pitcock doing his work on the front. Tom Pitcock's looking up in the sky behind him here. I'm not sure. Maybe the helicopter was really low there. He's like, not sure what he's looking at. Okay. Yeah. Chris from Nagano. Sunday. It's just about Monday here in Japan. That late at night for Chris from Nagano. This is why cycling is good for the mind, body, and soul. Uh, Yeah, Rail saying no more data center rents. There might be a few. It opens up a Pandora's box. Dude, we love the Pandora's box. Dude, it's just a way of kind of like entertaining the channel or filling up time on the channel as we're watching the races here. It's like the geography talks, astronomy, whatever you guys want to talk about. I watched Project Hail Mary a couple nights ago. Ryan Gosling, I like that movie. Where the sun's dying, there's like an organism that was eating the sun alive. Same guy that wrote The Martian. It's free on Prime to watch. Check that out. I love sci-fi. Uh, Ron's going to be going out this afternoon. 75 degrees, overcast, and misty. Can't wait to go for a ride after the stage. Yeah, Tour Energy. Tour Energy. Someone else sent me that message a while ago. I think it was Phil. Zeosex. Uh, Says, I can't wait to watch your stream every day and use the energy from that to go riding every afternoon. We haven't seen him around lately, so maybe he's doing more riding than watching. Where is Vashik? Yeah, where is Vashik right now? Uh, in the main group, the yellow jersey group, it's Ayuso, Pedersen, Skelmos, and Verona. He's going to be behind that. Vashik is further back. G West in the front group. Quinn Simmons there as well. Guys, I'm going to do a quick nature break. Dogs are going ballistic. I think someone's at the door. I'll be right back. All right, dudes, back inside the 10 by 10 cube of cycling dominance and performance excellence. Yeah, I went upstairs. Dudes, we got 27 kilometers still to go here in this non data center discussion group we're in. Yeah, I went upstairs. There's like tufts of hair everywhere. I'm like, what is going on? Did the dogs kill each other? The little dogs, please kill each other. Um, I'm like, what is that all over the floor? The corgi, he's at bad stage right now, had decided to tear a pillow apart. So that pillow's now outside. That pillow's going in the garbage later. That's all it was. Mm. It's Sunday. Someone is knocking on the door selling Jesus. Yeah, they don't come around here no more. They don't come around here. That's a song. Rail saying, I still have zero clue what is UAE's plan, especially with Mads Pedersen still in the main bunch. I know, like, what's UAE's riding like they're setting up to win the stage? Well, Tim Walton going a big attack, but yeah, Pedersen's still lurking. He's right there. Vashik will be further back. I know, I think it was Willem was asking that. He's going to be back in this drop riders group, I would imagine. Vashik is in that group. So Vashik, who sits 10th in the GC, is just giving it away right now. He is from the front. He's lost 11 minutes today from the front end of the GC. He is currently 10 and a half minutes behind the yellow jersey. So what happens there then in the actual GC? So Vashik will be giving away this 10th place. Virtual. Let's do virtual. Wow, they haven't even adjusted. It hasn't even been adjusted. So right now, though, yeah, way back here. Tobias Halland Johansson is going to be moving up a lot today. Pitcock here is moving up. Leonard Van Eetvelt and Vashik will be dropping down. Doesn't really show it very well there because he's 10 and a half minutes back, the guys on the front. Vanderpool attacking now, guys. Okay, just got the message. Yeah, Don, I got your message. Got your message here. Vanderpool on the attack here, guys, up to the top of the category 4. Montbessu, the high point of today. Tobias Halland Johansson, the only one that's able to somewhat hang with him. Machu going by himself, guys. Ooh, look at the GC group, though. They're only 30 seconds back right now. The Merlier sprint group is almost 20 minutes behind. So it's 29 seconds. UAE is going to try and come for the win. Matthew Vanderpool, solo. Matthew, rail it on the descent. Halland Johansson about 10 meters back. Yeah, here's the man himself. Here's the man. Yeah, that was a full gadoosh by Matthew. Halland Johansson trying to hang on here. I think he's slowly coming back. Pitcock's jumping on his saddle nose. This is the move of the day right here, guys. Pitcock's coming back now. And I think these three should work together, leave those other 5 behind. Matthew with Halland Johansson and Pitcock. Let Pitcock lead the way on the descents. Big boys do the pulling. And Matthew Vanderpool for the sprint win. Yeah, that'd be nice. Quinn Simmons, well off the back here. Quinn's suffering a bit now. Quinn's probably going to be going back to help out with the other Lido Trek boys. In fact, I just saw another Lido Trek rider flash on screen there. Who was that? Oh, that was Derek G just catching Quinn. So they're saying it's a 5-second back. Ineos on the front. It looks like Fostel and Vauquelin doing all the work. Out to 50 seconds now. Some guys still climbing, some descending. Gap's going to open up quickly. Matthew Vanderpool dropping gigawatts, but Johansson managed to close the gap. Yeah, he did come back, and Pitters was jumping out of the saddle to get back on. We got a legal here. Lidl working for Mads. Exactly, dude. Illegal, where are you from, man? Yeah, excellent timing from MVD. 30 seconds became 50. Yeah, get over the top, out of sight, out of mind, you're gone. So these guys are ripping the descent, and the other guys are still climbing. Open the gap. It's almost out to 53 seconds now. 3 riders on the front. 4th rider comes. Baudin has caught them. Baudin's managed to bridge on 2, so we got 4 and 4, I believe. Yeah, it's 4 and 4. PCS is showing 3 and 5, but it's 4 and 4. There we go. That was actually 13 seconds ago. Pitcock's calling for help. I think Pitcock is stuck. His derailleur's messed up. Pitcock unclips, starts kicking the derailleur with his right foot, slapping his arm up there. He's stuck in his tiniest gear, guys. I think he's stuck in his tiny... Yeah, he's spinning like a beast here. Oh, this sucks. He can't descend like the demon that he is and jump. Yeah, it looks like he's stuck in his smallest gear. And the problem is there's no way to give him support right now on the descent. The team cars are probably back a little ways here. Even neutral service, he's better off to just keep descending. Yeah, that really sucks for him. He's quickly lost 8 seconds. Yeah, he just booted the living snot out of his derailleur. Oh, and this they hit a flat section here. You can see it on the screen right now. They hit a flat segment right here, and now he's just rolling. Okay, is he in the big chain ring? He's stuck very center of his cassette in the back. So it could be worse. He does have the big ring working. Stay in that big ring. Yeah, mechanical problem now showing up for Pidcock here. I'm going to pop over here, guys. Oh, wow, have they made this map look goofy now? Look at this. What a mess. Why would they do that? Can I turn that off? Dudes, I can do this. Boom. We could do that. Does this update on the fly? It does. That does update. So this is our 3 riders out front. Well, there's 3, there's 1, and there's 4 more. There should be 8 riders in total. Yeah, he's kicking his rear derailleur. Dude, that's not going to help you right now. Because at this point, he wants to drop down. I think kicking it that way is not going to help. Peloton is the yellow blob right here. 39 riders. So we can jump out of that. Okay. Map. We're there. How do I get out of here? We just do that. On the descent, guys, and we currently have 20.7 kilometers to go. Pidcock's back with him. I think he's just stuck in the middle cassette ring on the back. He's probably destroyed his rear derailleur the way he was booting it. Yeah, Pitters is going to toss this bike off a cliff. Yeah, he just kicked the crap out of it. Dude, illegal. Ride the lightning shirt, epic dude. Fade to black for Pidcock. Exactly, dude. That's perfect, dude. I love that song. One of my favorite Metallica songs. I forgot I was. Yeah, guys, I'm in the Metallica jersey today. Guys, I did something to my left shoulder. I don't know what it is. I think it's old man pains. Old man pains, guys. I got to start lifting. But you know, bros, I don't want to lift because I don't want to get too huge. You know, if I lift, I don't want to get too huge, man, because I'm that kind of build. Like seriously. I can't wait till they look at his bike again. Did he fix it by just beating the living crap out of it? Luckily, he's got some nice downhilling here. Yeah, we're 75k an hour here, guys. Rest time. Can see the chasers in the distance. So we got 4 up front, and I think 2 chasers. Van Eetveld, I believe, is riding with someone else back there. Not sure who it is. They've got Leonard Van Eetveld showing solo, but I'm watching 2 riders in the distance. I'm going to have a good look here again. Around that corner, can't see them yet. First rule of engineering from Justin, kick it harder. I like the rule of, did you try turning it off and turning it on again? There's that rule. I like that one. It's Van Eetveld and Quinn Simmons riding together. Where's Derek G? Where is Derek G? So the same Derek G is by himself, 30 seconds back off the front. Van Eetveld and Quinn Simmons riding together here, 16 seconds back from our elite group of 4 riders at the front. Guys, 18.2 kilometers to go now. Sure, Leonard Van Eetveld looks like he's messing around with his bike too. Yeah, replay it. Ooh, yeah. Van Eetveld had a little malfunction at the junction going through the corners. Kind of had to adjust on the fly. Then looks down at his pedals for some reason. Leo, is that the metal up your ass shirt? I had that a few years ago. It's the Metallica Ride the Lightning shirt. Dude, that was supposed to be the name of the first album. That's what they wanted to call it. I think that's what Lars wanted to call it. And okay, I think Van Eetveld just jumped away from Quinn Simmons there. I think. Yeah, dude, this is just a Metallica cycling jersey. That's what I'm wearing. Metallica cycling jersey. Love Metallica. Derek G solo. And go back to Van Eetveld, tour director. Bunch of guys. Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. Derek G has been sent back to assist the lead out train for Mads Pedersen. They think Pedersen can win this. Derek G going back. Oh, here we go. Dude, I love getting nice, easy leads and stuff for property management. I got one in Carstairs I'm working on right now. Hey, we want to rent our house out. What do we do? Are you capable of helping us? It's way better than a real estate lead. Real estate leads are just kind of a joke. Maybe 1 in 15 works. Yeah, guys, this is Net Company Ineos. Yeah, guys, the situation at the moment is that we are losing time to the two breakaway guys that is in the GC. So we're losing time to the guys on the GC. Okay. They'd be losing time to Holland Johansson. Two guys up there. Okay, I'll have to figure that out, guys. I think there's a couple of riders we're missing, right? So Derek G's back in the main GC group. Quinn's lurking out front. Yeah. So Van Eetveld did distance himself from Quinn. Quinn's probably been told just, yeah, Quinn's back with the GC group now too. Okay, makes sense. They're all working for Lidl Trek here now. Lidl Trek is all working for Mads Pedersen. Look at this. We have 6 riders for Lidl Trek, all assisting Mads Pedersen here. We have 4 in the front group. Leonard Van Eetveld finds himself solo. He's on my fantasy league team. Jeanette Bull says 19.8 to go. I got 15.7 there. I've been refreshing it. GCM would ask if that was a bodge or a hack. That's right. Yeah, Mathieu Van Der Poel has the kick on the outside. Absolutely, dude. In that sprint at the finish here, it's always going to be Mathieu Van Der Poel. But Lidl Trek is coming now. Back to 53 seconds. Ineos Grenadiers are willing to help them. I'm going to keep rolling. Yep. Good comment here from Illegal. Quinn has dropped back now. Leonard Van Eetveld throws a bottle to the fans. He's like, whatever, here you go. Here's your bottle, and I'm going to get caught as well. So he's being picked up by Lidl Trek driving this front group of the GC group. It is Lidl, yep. Lidl Trek pushing hard on the front. Ineos is willing to assist right now. Malfunction at the junction, another band name. Yeah, Colin Jack won't help after a certain age. Sleeping on a flattened penny under a mattress can put you in the hospital. So true, man. So true. I bend down to work on some plumbing, and yeah, I'm crippled for the next week. Yep, Trek getting smart now for Mads. 54 seconds though. They got to catch Mr. Mathieu Van Der Poel, Tobias Holland Johansson, Alex Baudin, and Mr. Pidcock. These guys all want a stage win here. They're probably all like, why is Mathieu here? But also, man, we love that Mathieu's here. Because he's going to do the majority of the work. Vauquelin pulling, Simmons second. There's an Ineos guy that's just pulled off to the side, head down, done. Peloton completely strung out. Ineos, Trek, more Trek riders. It's all for Pedersen today, guys. All for Pedersen. Rolling on, dudes. Rolling on. Stage is going to be done pretty quick. I'm seeing 14.5, 14Ks to go here over on PCS. Tour Tracker saying 14.3 kilometers to go. Let's do a little zoom in here. See that finish line maybe a little bit better. This is what we're dealing with, guys. Downhill now. We should see the gap open up a tiny bit for the front 4. The Peloton chasing. The GC Peloton yellow jersey group, 50 seconds back. They're just getting to the top of that little rise. It might open up by a couple seconds. Downhill for 6 kilometers, but probably like minus 1% gradient, minus 2% gradient. It will climb a tiny bit, more descent with a final kick within the last kilometer. And it looks like they're all working pretty fairly here. 4 riders up front, each doing 25% of the workload. They didn't show Alex Baudin, but he is doing equal share as well. Just going to keep reading, guys. Yeah, Ineos DS, guys, the GC is running away from us. The GC is running away from us. Let's go. We got to work now. Okay, Don sent me several pictures more to come. Don, I'll take a look at those all later today. Peloton going to catch them soon. Gee, I'm cheering for the break to say, guys, I'm fighting for the break. Any one of these 4 dudes, I would love to see any one of these 4 guys to win today. Any one of them. Let's get it, dudes. Come on. I always cheer the break. Is everyone else like that? I will always cheer a breakaway group to fight off the peloton. Right now, dudes, warm. It is. It's 36 degrees Celsius out there. At the rate they're racing and the pace here in the front group, these guys aren't affected by the heat. You know what? The reality is, I think most guys are probably used to this. Am I okay that they shortened it by 30K? Yeah, that's fine. Fine. But critical hurdle, you're going to die out there. There's fans standing everywhere out here. Probably have one bottle of water each just standing around. These guys are used to working hard. Yeah, rolling on. I see a lot of political stuff going on, and I'm fine with it. But just I'm just trying to keep up with the race right now. Be more focused. Simmons leading. 2 Trek Bros. Ineos there as well. Visma willing to cooperate. Mads Pedersen sitting about 10th wheel. Right behind the Visma boys with 2 more Trek dudes right behind him. Rolling, guys. Let's go. We have over 300 people here chatting right now. Keeping up. Coming around for 709er in the pipe. 5x5, boys. 11.6 Ks to go. Time's coming down here now. Time is coming down. 47-second gap to Mathieu van der Poel out front. Mr. Breakaway dude himself. Mr. Hard Worker. This peloton's probably thinking, okay, dudes, we got to bring it back a little bit more than this. This dude here, Mulu, say something about green jersey points. Dude, what do you want about the points? Mads Pedersen sitting in about 10th place. Having a chat with some of the Trek boys right now. Mads Pedersen leads the green jersey. He's already picked up 25 points today earlier on. Binyam got 20. He leads the green jersey by 30 points over Binyam. Dudes, I got to start looking for Binyam more now. Where is Binyam? Actually, I think Girmai's gone. Binyam's gone. Yeah, Binyam's long gone, so this is a huge opportunity for Mads to really consolidate his green jersey lead. He's got 30 points over Binyam. Yeah, Binyam's way behind now. I think he's 7 minutes back. Looking at this group here, best sprinter. Okay, there's Mads. Ganna could push on some huge effort at the end. Not sprinter, but like a long range 500 watt continuous bomb. He could do that. There are some other time trials here that could do that. Yeah, this is going to be good. Mark Hershey's still here too, guys, in that GC group chasing. Oops. Let's not do that. Jump right back in. 10 clicks, guys. Just going through the 10K banner now here for our chasers up front. Baudin, Pidcock, Mathieu van der Poel, Tobias Halland Johansson. 70 kilometers an hour downhill segment here, guys. They're going to pip up one last time. Downhill again, and a last kick up to the finish line. Okay, just reading on. Just reading on, guys. Just trying to get through all this. Peloton is closing the gap. We got the politics going on. That's fine for now. I just want to get caught up. Dudes, watching the race here. 9.2 kilometers to go. We got 45 seconds. So they haven't pulled any time back right now, probably because of the downhill here. Visma here. Looks like Jorgensen is kind of saying, okay, Mr. Ineos, you can come forward. I think Jorgensen just pushed. Is that Ganna? No, it's Vauquelin. Just said, okay, dude, get ahead of me. I'm going to ride right behind you, protect Jonas. Simmons a little further back. Yeah, so it's cool to see all the arms coming up. Okay, dude, you get ahead of me. You go ahead of me. Just, it's a good way to let other riders know I'm right here. Don't swerve across and cut my wheel off on the front. Dude, this front group is rolling here. 8.5 to go. There we go. 8.5 to go there. You can see here on the very, very end. Actually, I'll bounce you back here again. We are going to climb uphill now for a kilometer. One kilometer uphill. You 1.75 kilometers uphill now. I'll see if they've given us any gradients. It's like just a slight uphill drag here. So they're going to lose a little bit of time here. They might pull a little bit back over the top. Tom riding by himself over on the far side. Looking straight down the road. I'm looking to see the peloton coming. Oh, no, people crossing the road. Around that corner, we can't see them yet. Let's back this out. I hate how they put all these wind markers on here. That's it right there, dudes. That's it. So they're just popping out of the forested section here. GC Peloton going into the forested section here. There is a slight over the right-hand side crosswind on their front. Right cross shoulder headwind, if you want to call it. Okay. Focusing on the race, guys. Focusing on the race. Let's do it. Yeah, they pulled out a little bit of time as they got over the top there, I believe. No, they're still going. It's 48 seconds. It's out to 50, 47 seconds, 7.3 Ks to go. Everyone out of the saddle here. Matthew on the front. Probably going to take an extra long pull here, knowing this is where they're probably going to get caught. So keep the tempo high now. There's no backing off now. No backing off now. Everyone has to go really deep here. Otherwise, that 45 seconds is going to get gobbled up. They just got to keep holding 45 seconds here onto the run to the finish. 7K? Yeah, they got to pull back 7 seconds per kilometer to catch them right now. Bodine swings to the far left, slots right back in behind Johansson. 6.9 Ks to go here. Oh, Quinn Simmons out the back, guys. Not sure if he was done or mechanically done because he was looking straight down at his pedals. Trek on the front. Vauquelin doing tons of work up there. Same with Jorgensen. Yeah, Mads Pedersen, dude. Long range sprinter. Not a tier 1 sprinter, long range sprinter. Yeah, Quinn looks like he's struggling with his bike here, I believe. Okay, they keep going back to Quinn Simmons. Jorgensen in third place in this group. Jonas on his wheel in his inherited polka dot jersey today. Vauquelin looks like he might be back on form here. Okay. Captain America is done. And I'm just going to continue with the racing here, guys. Number 32 here, that's Derek G. He's done. So the Lido Trek boys are just getting peeled out the back here. Yeah, like I would have had Derek G as the main GC guy besides a Yuso here for Trek. So obviously the Giro took a lot out of Derek G, or something else is affecting him here. Trek have a lot. They still have good firepower here. Who is here for Trek right now? I'm going to refresh this. For Trek, we got a Yuso. Derek G is not here anymore. Pedersen, Skelmo should still be here, and a Yuso. Yuso should be here, being a GC rider for Trek. Matthew van der Poel just finished another turn on the front. 5 kilometers to go with 40 seconds. What do you guys think? Are they going to catch him? Break away for the win. Break away for the win. Let's go. Let's go. Matthew van der Poel. Such a quiet tour so far. Led Jasper Philipsen out yesterday. Beautiful lead out. Jasper just looked... He just looked like he was wasting a lot of energy in his sprint, whereas Tim was just momentum and fluidity. Jasper was like thrashing his bike everywhere, and Tim just launched from the back, all momentum. Illegal here saying no catch. No catch. Yeah, again, guys, at 5 kilometers, they have 37 seconds, so they need to pull back 7 seconds per kilometer. And they're doing it right now. If there's a catch, it's going to be within the last couple hundred meters. But I don't know if there's enough firepower in the chase group to do it. And how well are they all going to work? Lidl Trek is firepower is getting less and less in this chase group. So yeah, again, there is a slight uphill finish here. You can see it on the little detail section here. These 4 dudes out front should be able to navigate roundabouts and stuff easier. Let's see what we got here. 4 up front, 35 seconds, 5 UE riders, 4 Visma riders, Ayuso, Pedersen, Skelmos, Verona. So Verona's been doing a lot of work on the front too. Carapaz is there, Sean Quinn. Paul's here, guys. I think I've mentioned his name once earlier today. Lenny Martinez is there. He's top 10 rider. Dudes, less than 4 kilometers. They just picked up a few seconds. Yes, here we go. Dudes, any one of these dudes can win, I'll be happy. But mostly if Matthew. He's won a lot. You know what, dudes? I'm going to go... dude, you know what? Even Alex Baudin, he's had a lot of success lately. Yeah, dudes. Right here. Alex Baudin. Won stage 1. Okay, so maybe Alex... I was going to say maybe I'd be happy with Baudin wins it. Tobias Halland Johansson. Pidcock here. GC guys. Pidcock currently in 15th place. This is going to be good for him. Tobias Halland Johansson, I think, is 13th place. 10, 6, and 4 time bonifications at the finish too. They're already picking up 37 seconds here. There is quite a gap, though, between 9th and 10th place. So they're not really going to vault over too many people here on the actual GC. Let's look here. Pidcock is 15th. Johansson's 13th. Van Wilder will be losing out. That's what's going to happen here. Sean Quinn is going to lose out if it finished this way right now. So that's what these guys are pushing for. There's GC placings here, plus stage win. 2.5 kilometers. Breakaway for the win, guys. Breakaway for the win. Of course. Travels with Tony. Maybe Pidcock can get a stage win on that uphill finish. I'm not sure if it's steep enough, Tony. I'm still going to go with Matthew. Strongman, big watts on a slight uphill false flat, depending how steep it is. Body needs to attack them or lose in the sprint. Yeah, totally. Rail saying, don't take pulls with Matthew, Van der Poel, and Pitters, for goodness sake. Paulo Sambantaro here is saying at the moment, stage 9, very beautiful. Me and my own family love it. Dude, I'm saying Matthew Van der Poel. Oh yeah, no catch. No catch. 1.5 kilometers to go, guys. Okay, I'm going to refresh this all the time. Here, I'm going to sit us here. And guys, you know the routine. It is a slight uphill here. 26 seconds with 1.3 Ks to go here. Just who's going to go first? I would say Matthew, and I think Johansson can haul ass too. Pretty sure he can. Baudin will probably get dropped. Pidcock, it needs a bit more of a steep climb at the finish, and he could really launch it. Tom is pretty explosive, though, under the 1 kilometer banner. Yeah, these guys aren't panicking right now. 23 seconds in hand with a kilometer to go. There will be sprint points left over, I believe, for Pedersen, so there's going to be a huge battle behind us as well. Baudin's probably going to sit on the back and try to launch and catch them sleeping. He's looking back now. Matthew Van der Poel, dude, they're all getting track racy now. It's all getting track racy. All looking back, all watching each other here. Van der Poel leads the way. Pidcock, Johansson, Baudin. 3 hours and 27 minutes of racing here. Dude, Matthew Van der Poel must be the most explosive out of these guys. Police are pushing them over to the side. I can see the peloton lurking now, guys. It's coming fast. It is coming fast. Matthew's looking back. I need some signs. I need number signs, guys. I need number signs on the road here to see where we're at. Camera's way above us here. Matthew's just looking back the whole time, keeping his bike as close as he can to the right-hand side so no one can slip up the right. And it's off. Matthew Van der Poel launches. Halland Johansson's coming really fast, though. Baudin's gone. Pidcock's gone. Halland Johansson on Matthew Van der Poel's wheel. Matthew's dropping 1,200, 1,300 watts across the finish line. Looking glorious. Take that jersey off right now, please, sir. Ghana, 5th on road. Mads Pedersen, 6th on the road. They finished so fast, dudes. Jeff, thank you so much, bro. Jeff, thank you for the contribution to the channel. I love it, dude. Every little bit helps me here. Jeff saying breakaway for the win. Matthew Vanderpool. Keep singing. Love it. Dude, what a win for Matthew Vanderpool there. He's been quiet, led the sprint yesterday, didn't come through for Alpecin. Matthew Vanderpool, full vindication today for Alpecin. Premier Tech. Don saying I will have column withdrawals on tomorrow's rest day. MVDP takes it. Boom for Matthew Vanderpool. Dude, yeah, Matthew goes. Tom got dropped quickly. Johansson had to come from third, has the draft all the way. All the way. And can't take anything away from him. He sat with Vanderpool all the way, just could not come around him. A little bit of a head shake out of the Uno X rider. He knows Matthew Vanderpool. Super strong rider. Guys, I love the dude. Let's enjoy his victory because we're not going to see MVDP forever. We're not going to see him forever. There's already talks of him. He's already said, I've kind of accomplished everything I wanted to in my career. What's he going to do next? So maybe a couple more years of Matthew Vanderpool. Ron, Colin, thanks for the channel. Ron, thank you for being here. Ronaldton. Matthew goes straight over, kisses the girlfriend. Probably life expectations, family expectations weighing heavy on Matthew. So let's enjoy anything Matthew does for the next while. Travels with Tony. Nice work, Colin. 375 watching. What a beast. Yeah. Beastmaster leads the sprint out. Says, guys, jump on my wheel. Do you have the pure wattage I do to come around me? And no one does. No one does there. Totally deserved. Charles Pester from Okotoks, Alberta, Canada. Deserves the win. That's right, he did. Cheers, guys. Another Cross World title, of course. Guys, we do CX through the winter as well here on this channel. So if you're new here, I do that throughout the winter. We'll jump over to PCS here and see the final standings. So it was Vanderpool, Johansson, Pidcock, Baudin, Filippo Ganna. We saw that with Mads Pedersen. Michael Matthews squeaked in there for 7th. Nicholas Broulard for Total Energies. Jordan Jagat. Sean Quinn. He's fighting for his position in the GC. Got Shaky Cam here beside Matthews. Some guy running along the road here. I'm going to throw up any second now. Poggy congratulating Matthew Vanderpool. I always love seeing these two race. Didn't see it today. Matthew Vanderpool, one of the very few guys that can beat Poggy in a sprint hard man's finish. I'm going to read the last few chats, you guys. Yeah. In another 20 years, we could get another Vanderpool. That's how long it's going to take to see a rider like this. Peace out, peeps, from Ron. Yeah, dude, Johnny. Might be his last Tour de France win right there. Who knows? Yeah. He's got some confidence now. Maybe there's another stage. They all say I'm focusing on this stage and that one. So, guys, pretty easy to go through this and see what's other stages. I'm going to jump back over here, guys. Stage 10. Remember, Monday we got a day off. First rest day coming up for everyone here, guys. This is a tough day. Sprint comes early. Category 3, Category 2, another Category 3, Category 1, another Category 1. Dude, this is epic day. How much climbing is on this day? Yeah, it's a tough day, guys. 3,800 meters of climbing. That is Aurillac to Lillerion. 166.2. Yeah, it's a long climbing day right there. And it starts for me. Okay, not bad. 5:25 a.m. So Colin's going to get some good sleep the night before. Lots of changes coming here real quick, guys. Tomorrow's a day off. Dudes, thanks for everyone being here. I'll try to read these last chats. Peace, dudes, and get ready for a banger on Tuesday. Paul, thank you for entertaining us today. I have Peacock, and I chose to listen to your show instead of watching the race. Thank you from Kansas. Johnny, thanks, Colin. Dudes, thank everyone for being here. This is Colin, Since I Cycling World. Go check out Greg Leach's artwork. Dude, I'm like, we gotta go buy some of this stuff. It looks so good to me. I wish I had that talent to do that on the fly during the race. Like, it's amazing what he does. Dudes, I'm gonna jump. I have tons to do today. I've got work tonight. No bike ride again. I think I'm back on the bike tomorrow on rest day. Anyway, dudes, I'm jumping. Love everyone here. This is my favorite time of the year. It always is. We're back Tuesday.